last time on Trinity Isle.
Baldia will sort of see what's going on, and he will say to Kretash, I'm gonna go help the injured. If you ever come across a Goliath with a flaming red beard, you let me know. Kretash, in the corner of your room, you see Cassiopeia sit up with a jolt.
Where is the
Ahead of you.
The sound
Ahead of
coming
you.
from the fucking village? Is it from the fucking village?
Bow before Stroud von Zarovich. Later that night, Kretash came into the office, ripped up every piece of paper on my desk, and set it all ablaze, along with his beloved Bonnier. Tell your brother I say hi when you see him, and the door will close.
What?
He will lift his faceplate, and you will see the face of Master Toe, sat on a horse in front of you.
You?
How are you still alive?
Hello there.
Fuck off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 22 of Trinity Isle. How are we all doing, gang?
Rye's already sick of our shit.
I'm
just started.
I'm aching and in a lot of pain.
Welcome
I'm
to
ready
my
and
world.
on time.
Yeah, well, that's what walking for an hour and a half does for you.
Yeah, well, that's what walking for half an hour does for me, so. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Trinity Isle. Welcome back to the chaos. Welcome back to Hell and High Water. I don't really think we have any early beginning of game announcements to make, so we're just gonna hop right on in with our rundown of the cast as we always do. So, from the top left, we have Takumi Inui, the human fighter, played by Shadowbrider312.
Hello, that is I. Thank you all for joining us. Let's see where this goes.
We have Kretash the Cold, the Dark Elf Wizard, played by Malachi__Gaming.
Hello there.
We have Seelia, the half-son elf bard, played by DelphiniumRai, the Trinity Isle artist.
I don't know why I always want to say howdy. I normally don't.
Just
It's
go
just-
for it.
it's just
Embrace your
unfair.
inner howdy.
Just
Just say,
Literally
say
blames
whatever
Zephyr.
you want.
We have Wa Dastings, the human paladin warlock, played by the TheMrWa.
Howdy, howdy.
And last but never least, we have Cassiopeia, the Aarakocra druid enigma, played by TheBarinade.
How do you do? As a TikToker, it's my pleasure to be here on this Twitch panel. It's great. Hello, everybody.
No, we
That's
accept
it.
it.
Right, Trinity Isle
Nah.
cancelled. It's all over.
Nah, because Malachi's a TikToking now, so we respect it.
Malachi's actually only a TikToker right now. Don't forget.
Alright,
And
alright.
We had this conversation today, actually. On our walk today.
I am, of course, your below average dungeon master, CG_Zephyr.
Above average, come
Well
on.
above
No,
average.
Well above average.
no.
Look, when you compare it to the other DM that DMs for the people who are here, you're above average.
What? You haven't seen what I've done to the characters' backstories yet. Malachi knows I've been fucking around with all of you for 2 weeks.
far
But
above
we
average
will
in the case.
discover that as chapter 2 continues, and as always, we're gonna have a little bit of a rapid recap from our lovely artist, DelphiniumRai. Take it away.
Okay, we started the last session. We started it in the Paradox, the tavern, where we go to have all of your questions answered. When we were heading in, the lovely Kretash decided not to join us for fear of our horned friend being abandoned outside again. So he did the noble thing and stayed outside. No, okay. And when we went, I don't know. It was a choice. When we went inside, we were greeted by Wa, who disappeared a little while back. And he looked like he's seen some shit, besties. He had seen some shit. So we went, we asked our questions, and learned not a lot of new stuff, but that is fine because you gotta think things through. I don't know, besties. So all of us went out through random doors, like everyone through a single door. Wa, however, stayed for a full-on year. But the way that the paradox works is that despite him spending a year there, he still came outside with us all. We all came out at the same time. And also, what happened then was we. I don't remember what it was now because y'all keep making fun of me with artifice. I don't know what it was actual.
Alchemist.
We-
Alchemist.
We're
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
so we're looking
Alchemy.
for the alchemist, and now we have a name to the alchemist, and it turns out that Kretash actually has a dagger with the name of the said alchemist, and that is where we kind of left it.
And that
Rapid
is
enough? Did I miss something?
that is more than fine, and that is exactly where we will bring ourselves in.
So
Cret-
picture it, ladies and gentlemen. Kretash has thrown a blade onto the ground, and in a proper sitcom, not sitcom, a proper like drama fashion ending where the credits start rolling on the screen. That's how it ends.
And here
That's
we
how I
are.
remember it ending in my head.
Here
That's literally
that's-
how it ended.
That's literally how it ended. Yes. And we come back in the middle of the enchanted forest. Kretash, having been slumped against the wall of a tree for exhaustion, pulls out this black, obsidian-looking dagger with two razor silver edges of the blade and slams it directly down into the dirt, kicking up dust. And on it, engraved on the blade, Volred.
Real quick before we carry on, Zephyr, for those who may not be caught up with everything that happened to understand what's going on, where can they find the VODs?
They can find the VODs on YouTube.
I'm gonna
Sure,
get that
fine.
link in the chat for you guys.
That link will be
Later
there
up.
momentarily. But yes, the floor is open as this dagger gets planted into the crust of the dirt path that you sit upon.
Volred? Isn't this the dagger you got from camp? One we've been staying at?
I was gonna say you wouldn't have known that because I hit that dagger.
We don't know.
Oh, right. Yeah, I
Yep.
forgot. Okay. Dagger.
Where'd you
I,
get that?
I found it in the camp. I wasn't sure what it meant, so I held on to it. Very clearly.
Can we somehow?
After you.
Can we somehow use this to track down the alchemist?
I don't know if we can use it to track him down, but we do know that he was here. So I've sent Crowley out to search around and see if she can find the alchemist. Right. Here's what I propose we do in the meantime. I think it's very fair to say that each one of us has our own goals, our own objectives, whilst here. However, we have been very sorely neglecting one of our comrades. So, I believe our next stop should be Livian's Lookout.
Agreed.
Cassiopeia perks up. Livian's Lookout.
Isn't the isn't Sauroth out to kill the artifice?
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
The alchemist.
Yes.
I
Oh,
have
did say
Crowley
that.
looking for the alchemist. The second we know anything about it, I'll know. But right now, I think while we have time, I think we should maybe be a bit considerate to our feathered friend.
To second
Because
upon
we
that,
haven't
we are
been.
to second on that, Kretash. Obviously, we are aware some stuff have happened at Livian Lookout, and there have been scouts sent even more so over to the area. And considering the
Yes.
situations we found ourselves in, they may be linked. So going to Livian's Lookout not only
Now,
will help out with Cassiopeia, but it
clarification,
could help
Zephyr.
ourselves.
Mhm.
clarification, Zephyr, it was it Dragonborn or kobolds that were
Both.
seen there?
So you've
Both.
seen, you've Dragonborn and kobolds. You've also seen other figures that are dragon-like, but they could not be identified by the scouts. That reported to Caldera.
What about
And I didn't
Crowley?
spend that years learning.
Crowley saw a load of kobolds sort of cheering at their victory of the siege.
Yeah.
But you can assume that the kobolds outside were sort of like just foot soldiers and simpletons in terms of the army. So the more established and stronger enemies would have either been inside or already moved on, and what you saw was simply a holding party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're looking for an alchemist or someone of that power, it makes sense that anything could be linked, especially if a force that strong is going to overtake an entire lookout.
Yes. I think that's preferably our best next destination. I also have need to go back to Gardanus for a few things. We do also have the tournament in a week.
Oh yeah,
Tournament?
Yes,
Tournament.
the tournament.
Was
The
that
big
the
display of
fighty?
the big display of strength to determine the strongest warriors.
Yes.
You know, that big event that
Are you-
happens in the city.
Yeah, are you guys thinking of participating?
I believe we did say that we were.
There were some of us that were interested. I was one
Yes.
of them. I'll be honest, I would like to have Kretash to have my back on this one. I never thought those words would ever come out of my mouth, but here they are.
Isn't it a 1v1 type thing
I
though?
can stick a knife in your back.
I'm fully aware of this. I believe it does boil down to a 1v1 at the end, yes.
Well, I guess we have plans for the end of the week then. Don't
Indeed.
die.
There will be clerics there. It's not a fight to the death.
How many
Okay.
days away is this tournament from today? If
It's
It's a
you
good
have-
question, one of which we know the answer to, but for some reason, we've forgotten what day of the week it is. So our Dungeon Master should very kindly hopefully tell us.
So
Day
you
of the week check.
so when you were speaking with Caldera a few days ago, you said it was
Yep.
in 2 weeks' time, and it's been
Mhm.
about 3 or
Yep.
4 days since.
Okay, so we've got just over a week.
Yeah, so you've got-
about 10
yeah.
days left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'd like to long rest for 10 days.
that.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
All right,
Yeah, slip into a coma
you
for a little
spend
bit.
10 days in the Enchanted Forest and then don't have enough time to get to the tournament.
Oh shit!
Yeah. But we all
Well
live.
played.
Well, you're
I know
staying
we're
in the
not
Enchanted
supposed to die,
Forest,
but-
you're probably not gonna live.
Hang on, Zeph. What's up, Ray?
I said knowing y'all like better like I know there's clerics, but our luck is just. We'll see. Hopefully it's all
See,
good. No one died.
One of us will turn into a nuke. It's fine.
I've become
See what-
really
see
good at
what-
rolling natural 20s in areas where it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. The fucking performance check the other week was annoying.
So what will
So
happen?
fucking annoying.
Cassiopeia is going to step into the arena and just go, "Hey, I'd like to investigate the ground just to see how many pebbles are there." Nat 20, like, oh, there's 400 and something pebbles. Gets into a fight. Nat 1's the rest of the time.
Don't fucking jinx it, you asshole.
It's fine as long as it's only Cassiopeia. She'll
Now.
just fly away. It's all good.
I have noticed there are quite a lot of pebbles around here. It's
Oh my god.
really odd.
What do we all think of this plan so far?
I have
Yes.
absolutely no memory of this tournament, but I like the sound of the plan.
I meant going to Libyans lookout, Cassiopeia.
Even better.
Seelia?
I'm down if you all are.
Takumi?
It's a sound plan. However, do we have any idea of if there were any tracks that the alchemist left behind? Because we
I
did
have-
look
I
for.
have Crowley following down the alchemist.
Exactly
Crowley
with
will
him.
find the alchemist.
the time of us being at the camp and being here now, any tracks we would have found, we wouldn't have known necessarily to the alchemists at the time. Knowing the alchemist's identity, if we'd known that on the same day, we would have been able to go back and be able to track location. Unfortunately, the trail will have gone cold.
Perhaps not.
But
We
not
don't
cold,
know
but
how
lukewarm.
recently. We don't know how recently Volroyd was there.
Well, I'm in support of this plan. I just hope, should Crowley turn up any results, I hope it won't be too late. Should we be able to make it there afterwards?
Crowley's a smart bird.
Cassiopeia,
Yes.
what is it you wanted to? What were you hoping to gain from the lookout?
I wanted to find out more information about my sister there.
A noble goal as any.
And maybe we'll find some tangential goals as well, or information related to them while we're there.
Surely.
Well, I'll take to the sky. I'll see you there. And she'll jump
No,
off into
no,
the
no,
air.
no, 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 no.
Too late.
Alright.
Wait, can I grab?
You can!
You can
What
certainly
You
try.
can certainly try.
Right, one more rolling.
Right.
One more rolling.
Cassiopeia is rolling a dexterity saving throw. If
Okay.
she resists the grab, if she wants to avoid the grab.
Okay,
Aren't you really dexterous?
Do you want
Yeah,
to
but
avoid
my-
the grab?
roll isn't happening right now.
Oh, what was it?
13 for
Dexterity.
dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And what's that against?
That'll fail. I've set a DC for that. That fails. Unfortunately,
Cool.
while you will successfully grab Cassiopeia by one of her feet.
She gets pulled down. She falls to the
Cassiopeia?
floor. Oh,
You're falling to the floor. Okay, I'm just gonna get down on one knee. I was gonna Cassiopeia. I know you want to get there quickly. We are gonna
Cassiopeia's
make
dead.
it there. All right, Cassiopeia's dead. That was the Barinade, ladies and gentlemen.
thank you. I'll be taking my leave.
No.
Christ.
She's lying
I
on the
know.
floor.
I know what I'm
I know you
titling
wanna-
this
I know-
episode.
Yep.
I know you wanted
Hold
to
on,
make
you
a
just
move,
might be surprised at what happens later.
and I know you're in a rush, but we need to travel together. Safety in numbers. The last thing we need is for you going off alone and getting yourself into trouble.
Well,
We're here for you, and we will help you, but you need to stick with us.
contrary to that, I have a different suggestion.
What is the suggestion?
Mightn't it be better if from the sky I look out ahead of you all, just in case there's any danger? That way I can come back and alert you before you see it. Or get spotted.
Cassiopeia does have a point here, as Crowley will not be able to do that task.
Correct, but we want to make sure you weren't just going to rush there, land there, and get yourself into trouble before we even had a chance to turn up.
Very simply, Cassiopeia, can
Be
you
careful.
please restrain yourself from straying more than 50 feet ahead of us?
Restrain myself. What does that mean?
Limit yourself.
Limit myself.
Like, Cassie, do you remember when we were on the trail up to Gaidanus? I remember you were flying up ahead, but you were still nearby.
She looks to the
Kind
sky
of-
to like try to remember for a second.
Kind of like that. We were all traveling together on that carriage. You were up in the skies, but you weren't too far away from us. That's pretty much what we're trying to say.
I understand the concept. I just don't
Or-
understand the word.
Another way it could be of restraint could be just imagine a little rope that's like 50 feet tied to us and then to you, and just don't extend the imaginary rope more than that.
I understand. Do I have any hemp and rope left?
No, not
You-
literally, Cassiopeia.
You
Cassiopeia,
no
literally.
Cassiopeia, if you have rope in your inventory, that is of your own accord. I can have a look
I
for
don't-
you.
I don't think I have any anymore.
I will say as much as this, as on the side of Kretash's bag, you will be able to see 50 foot of rope.
I'm just going to look at Seelia and go, if Cassiopeia is adamant now tying someone up, you're the one getting tied up. I ain't doing it.
Kretash, might we tie me up with that rope over there? She points to your rope.
No. I'm gonna just like.
How
like,
about this? And
stand
I'm
in
gonna
front of
like
it.
slowly, very slowly, like attempt to get up.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know how to try
Would you like
And they're
would you
"Where's
like
that line going
assistance?
out to?"
If
I
you
will,
haven't
like,
remembered, I
oh,
took a point of fucking exhaustion, so I'm
Yes, so
fucking
I'm
exhausted.
I'm going to see you trying to get up, and I'm going to
I
give you a
will try.
hand.
I'm
I'm
fine.
closer. I'm
fine.
gonna.
Well,
I'm
we're
just
all
gonna
together.
pull.
Kretash will
you up.
We're both
brush.
gonna-
No,
we
no,
both-
no, 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 no. Kretash will brush everyone away who attempts to help, and he will attempt to get up himself. Kretash, as you get to your feet, you know, you're
Here we go.
valuing your independence. You know, you feel heavy, but you are able to get to your feet without assistance.
All right.
He's a strong, independent magic user that needs no mortals.
Cassiopeia.
I'm gonna gently
I-
push him.
He will stumble, but he will stay on his feet.
Yes,
And
Cassiopeia.
Kretash, you will feel this sort of nudge on your shoulder that attempts to knock
I'm
you
gonna
off balance,
look
but you
very
maintain yourself.
annoyedly across and ignore it. Cassiopeia,
yes.
I have a little exercise. Could you please take this end of the rope?
I can.
Now please walk backwards until the rope is completely tight. And I'm gonna
Okay.
grab the other end of the rope.
Okay.
He'll walk back.
You walk back about 50 feet, and the rope will begin to tighten.
Okay. Cassiopeia,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
this is as far away from us as I would like you to remain. No
How strict
further
is this
than this,
limit?
please. Very.
Understood.
Thank you. I'll slowly start to head across to her while rolling the rope back up.
Alright, she'll take back to the sky and hover above you. Like
Let's
hover
point out,
above the
we've
group.
spent nearly 10 minutes trying to get Cassiopeia to understand. Don't go too far away.
That's okay. She understands now. She gets it.
I understand. No rope.
Shall we? Let's.
Is this what they call a metaphor? A figure of speech?
Yes.
An analogy? I've heard of these.
I'll get a book for you on limitations
She looks
or a
like
dictionary.
she lights up a little bit at the notion of getting a book as a present.
Oh,
She's expecting that now, Malachi, by the way, just so you know. As a player,
That's
I'm
fine.
telling you that.
I wasn't joking.
She hovers.
Okay,
Alright.
you will see Cassiopeia hovering above you.
Let us head off. Do we know which way we're going?
You will remember that you travelled south from Neelis Arena
Yeah.
the day before.
Do we know we have to
Head east.
head east from here? And we'll travel east?
Traveling
Just as a question,
Tra-
Zephyr, about the
yeah.
traveling. Because obviously on the map in the Enchanted Forest, it is very clear that there looks like there's set paths there. Is that intentional? Or is that
those are
just
the
the way
roads.
it's-
Those are the roads.
They are the roads. So we're going to want to take the road. We're going to have to head back up north to Neelis Arena, head east, and then follow the forks on the road south and then east again.
I mean, if you want to take the long way,
Or we can go through the trees.
we could just go through the trees.
Going through the trees will count as difficult terrain, which will slow your travel.
It'll
But-
hide us, right? From external enemies.
What about
Those who do
internal
not hunt
enemies?
within the Enchanted Forest, potentially.
Well, Zephyr,
Yeah.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
From my hide,
Mhm.
I'm, let's say, 40 feet above the party directly.
yep.
Not in any specific direction. Can I
Yep.
see Livian's Lookout from here?
No, it is very much too far away. You can see about
Damn.
3 miles in every direction.
Okay.
I mean, we could always go back to the shop and see if we can get back to Guidamus that way.
Mandarin's probably going to want a price.
He'll want
Something
a
in
price, and I
exchange.
don't think we can really offer anything at the moment. By the way,
Maybe an answer.
Takumi, could I have a word with you in private, please?
Sure.
I'm gonna scurry off
I'll
20,
follow.
30 feet away.
Alright, Kretash and Takumi, you sort of wander off the beaten path into this sort of small little clump of trees and bushes that glow this beautiful celestial blue. And you'll see
Oh.
these small sparkles drifting like snowflakes.
And I'll be whispering this.
Yes.
I'll reach into my backpack. I'm gonna grab out this basically bundle of whatever I've got the thing wrapped up in.
I believe you had it sort of wrapped around your water skin.
I was gonna say I thought I had it wrapped around the water skin, yeah. So I'm gonna hand him the water skin and sort of just empty it out into his hand. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna say, I cannot advise caution more. However, I would like you to attempt to use your powers through this stone. It doesn't have to be much, but if at some point you could attempt to use your powers through this stone, I need to report back to me any feelings, any sensations, anything you might notice about it. It doesn't make it easier, it doesn't make it harder. I need to understand what this stone is. And what you've done to this stone.
You and I both. So you say that I should hold on to this while using whatever it
Yes.
was that you
Try.
saw.
How does it feel when you use your powers?
For some strange reason, before I've used it, I feel an empty void inside me.
Okay.
But when I would use this, it would feel like, and again, Zeph, if I'm getting any of this wrong, please correct me. But
So you remember from your mainly the battle against the white and the battle against the orcs. Initially, it was this kind of feeling of void, but you did notice the more you use power, the more natural it became, and you remember this sort of feeling of strength, and not necessarily of physical strength. Think of it like an emotional reinforcement. You know, as if the feeling you would get from when you were a child and you did something right and you were told, "Well done. I'm impressed."
unlike how I felt before all this came to surface, when I used it before, it would kind of help make me feel whole again. It it felt natural, more and more. It felt more and more in place with me when I would use it, which I understand is a very big dichotomy, seeing as this weave is corrupted and in not at all as pure as the one we've all come to know prior.
Okay. If you can, try and um, if you can try and manipulate that flow of magic into this stone before you eject it out. Try to manipulate it through the stone. There's not really an easy way to describe that feeling. It took me, well, I'm a century old and I still don't quite understand it myself.
There's plenty of stuff out there for people like us. Just spend lots of time learning about, figuring out.
Yes, quite so. But if you can, yes, the next time you use your magic, please just attempt this for me.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Use this as a conduit to
Yes,
act through it.
quite so. All right, thank you.
Thank you
And
for
yes,
bringing it to me.
let me know how that goes for you.
Also, what about the others? I'm sure they'll be concerned
They'll
when
live.
they see.
I
Right.
If they have any qualms or complaints, I will speak to them.
All right. Thanks for giving me a chance.
No worries. Please don't blow us up.
certainly won't be the intention.
Very good. Alright, let's head back. We'll join back up the group.
All right.
I'll follow him back.
Seelia,
As they
Cassiopeia,
approach-
Wa, would you want to be doing anything whilst they're having this conversation?
I would probably just be checking my inventory, occasionally looking over to see how long it's going to take them.
Yeah. You've got
Making sure my
everything-
backpack's organised.
Your weapons are still there. Your rations, the drawing of the key, everything is still there as it should be.
Yeah, and then it will all be organised into a appropriate fashion for optimum carrying.
Okay. You
I'll
do
probably
so.
just do the one.
You do so as you were trained many times before. You know that this
Yes.
this is natural to you, and it's almost impressive, if it wasn't so menial. Seelia.
I'm just gonna doodle in a notebook that I have with me.
Okay.
Wait. The other characters respecting privacy?
Oh yeah, Kretash. I don't think Kretash is aware. I've spent a year dealing with trauma. I don't give a shit about your private conversations anymore. As long as you guys are happy.
Okay.
Right.
And now, Kretash and Takumi will join the group once again.
Just a question: am I holding the crystal, or is the crystal on top of a water skin which I'm holding, or what exactly am I holding? Like,
Kretash, did you give him it wrapped or did you give it to him
Unwrapped.
exposed? Unwrapped.
Unwrapped.
Okay.
I kept my water skin.
Yeah. You are holding
Okay.
the dark purple shard in your hand.
I was just waiting
I
for Zeth
think-
to say, "Oh, if I knew that," and then.
No. He's and you will all see he's just holding it. You know, it's just there. Oh look, deadly crystal.
Cool, awesome. The one which we're aware that we didn't want him to touch, right?
Yes.
The one that everyone is already aware of this.
Yes, very much so. And Kretash is not batting an eye.
Yep, I'm just gonna look at the crystal. Gonna look at Kretash. Look at the crystal. Gonna look at Kretash.
I'm just gonna nod.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna. Okay.
after
Are we
I
ready
see
to go?
Kretash nod, I'm gonna just pocket it for now.
Okay. You can add a custom item to your inventory, corrupted moonstone.
Yeah, I need to get rid of that fucking thing.
You can add
I'm
an
just gonna
item to
trust
your
that whatever
inventory,
you two-
impact grenade.
I'm gonna trust
Right.
whatever you two are talking about. You're being sensible. So
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm just running experiments that could very well endanger our lives. Don't mind me.
Nothing new.
Nothing new
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, at this point, we spent enough time together that I'm pretty sure that we're just used to it by now. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't killed you yet.
Yeah.
exactly. You haven't killed us yet. You've just killed innocents.
It's been a good week.
Hey, you don't
We
know that.
don't know that.
We know of
Oh,
one.
we don't know those guys.
You know
were
you know of
innocent.
one. You know of one.
You know of one. Well,
Yeah.
actually, no. Technically,
I,
they know of
I know a
three.
3.
4.
4?
Yeah, they technically know of 4.
Oh, oh fuck yeah, teacher.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
like, I don't
yeah.
count that one as your murder.
Unintentionally faulty.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I still killed him.
Yeah, you know about the Dark
I-
Elf, you know about the 2 elves of the Neverwinter that he killed at Baldur's Gate, and you know about his teacher, who he
And didn't we
murdered.
also have a good idea about the group that were also conveniently dead when we left that room?
I mean, you
No,
can
we
assume
didn't.
whatever you want, but you got no proof.
They were dead. For all you know, Dallasman
They-
killed them to cut away all witnesses.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to that episode. I'm gonna see whether I deducted
You
it
can't.
there or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
You assumed it. You assumed it.
Yeah,
there.
you could-
I think we all assumed it.
Everyone assumed it, but
But
I
there
mean,
is
look,
no.
I'm exhausted again. I haven't killed anybody else.
So what I'm hearing is you've got a confirmed innocent kill count of 4 and an unconfirmed kill count
And a-
of 8.
8.
Kretash has got a higher body count than the rest of us put together, I think.
And I'm chaotic good, apparently.
Don't disclose.
Oof.
Take good.
That's
Hey, I'll
fine.
take the
Another
damage.
point
I
of
don't
No,
even care.
that's fine.
No.
That's fine. I'm just saying. because that is for you.
It's okay.
That is for the players to see how the world sees them.
Yeah.
I don't want it to influence how the party sees each other.
Huh? Yeah. Oh,
Huh?
right. Hang on. No, it's
Okay.
okay. I'm stupid.
With that, the party, unless anyone else has anything they want to do, you will begin traveling north.
I just want to keep a lookout in case I see anything in that 3-mile radius that I can see.
If you do see anything, I will let you know. But you will travel without incident, and a couple. Yep.
Sorry. Whoop. I dropped things. Okay, I would like to go up and walk next to Kretash and I'm just gonna nonchalantly just lock my arm with him so he has a weight like as a support. If you try to fight me, I will not allow.
Yeah, so this is going to be a question I ask about how you're going to deal with level of exhaustion and us traveling.
Well,
level
first
one.
level of exhaustion is only
Yeah,
disability
first level of
on skill checks.
exhaustion won't. When exhaustion begins growing, then it will affect. But at this stage, he will be
Yeah.
fine. It's more like just a feeling of slight sluggishness.
Level 2 is where it's going to be a problem because my
Yes.
speed's halved.
Yes.
But at the moment, it's fine.
Yeah. So right now he's just got a feeling of slight sluggishness and higher effort to perform menial tasks. But
walking is fine, so
walking-
we wouldn't even know. We'd assume he's fine then.
yes.
I mean, he struggled to get up though and stuff. He is obviously like.
Yeah, but I'm not exhausted in real life, and I struggle to get up half the time.
The point being, Kretash, would you like to resist your arm
Thank you.
being locked?
No. I don't have the energy to fight.
Okay. Seelia, you'll notice Kretash doesn't. Unless I'm interpreting wrong, Kretash doesn't really react one way or the other.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, then you will travel north a little bit more, and about an hour, a little more than an hour will pass, and you will see the walls of Nila Serena, the sort of glistening, bright, bejeweled city, surrounded by these glowing magical trees and moonstone, that it becomes a lot less apparent the closer you get to the city. And as you sort of go, you'll see security at the main gates, which is like 3 large archways, sort of allowing inward and outward travel. The guards are on fairly high security. They're checking basically everyone who comes in or out. There is a path that diverts to the east. That would mean you don't have to go into the city to continue your journey. But the option remains open.
I'm just seeing the guards and stuff. I'm gonna like turn to Kretash and ask, is my mark visible? Because like I do cover it up with makeup and stuff, but like Zephyr, I guess, has to
I'll take a
tell
look.
if he sees. Yeah.
It would be visible. Yeah, the makeup has worn away ever so slightly.
I am going to reach into Celia's backpack and take out my mask and give it to her.
I am going to take it, but also take out a concealer and just open it and say, "Can you just put this on me to hide it?"
I'll apply the makeup and then I'll put the mask on my own face.
Okay. All right.
Does
Have
this
my
mean
mask
we're
back.
going in?
Took me all this time, I finally have my mask back.
What was that? Sorry, Takumi?
Does this mean we're going in? It looks like we'll be searched
mean,
just like everyone else.
We can. I'm down for going around. I just wanted to like make sure all's good.
I don't think we have any business in Nila Serena at the moment, do we?
Do any
We
of you
can
have
go
any?
around. No.
Going around may be quicker as well than dealing with interactions.
Very possibly, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Cassiopeia, from your sort of aerial view, you'll see the party beginning to divert around Nila Serena to continue upon the eastern road. and you will see
All right, like a little GPS waypoint. I'm gonna keep tracking them basically, so that
Okay.
I'm within that
Yep.
50-foot range,
That
or
is
within my 40-foot range, just to be sure.
yeah. And you will travel and sort of you'll get a couple. Seelia and Kretash will get a couple looks. As you know, this sort of elven-looking figure is traveling with a masked individual. But you will not be bothered. While you will get some very dirty looks. As
Oh, from
you're...
the people.
Yes, yes.
From the rest of our party.
Oh,
From
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
I will intentionally stare into the eyes of everyone giving me a dirty look.
A child will start crying, and their mother will run away.
And not only that, like imagine, have you seen the advert for that?
Yeah,
Is it
I
Filmix?
know the one you're talking
Smile?
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, imagine that with my eyes.
Yeah, no, there
Child
are
is
several
crying.
screaming children.
Can that be the title of the episode? A child begins to cry.
Potentially. Either that or the one
What?
where Cassiopeia dies.
Yeah.
Um,
What do I
Fucking
get if
hell.
if any?
Yanked by an invisible rope
And
accidentally.
after a couple of minutes of messing around with it, I'm just gonna put a form of cloth, just because I still have that
yes,
sort of like
yes,
weird
you still
eye
have it.
mask
You
thing.
very much still have it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it on, so it really doesn't kind of help with the situation, but at least masks who I am a little bit.
Yeah, and as I assume you continue moving down the road.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do I
Okay.
get anything or not
You,
really anything?
the occasional person will look at your hand, as it is kind of, the veins on your right hand are ever so slightly glowing, this kind of regal purple. But Wa actually kind of covers that up for you a little bit. And once Wa starts
Yeah.
doing his shenanigans, people kind of ignore you. And Wa,
Which is what I'm going for, because
as
I've just seen someone put on concealer, someone else put on a mask, and someone else has a corrupt thing going on. Of course, I'm going to try and be the center of attention to avoid attention being brought to them.
but as you move on, you'll see like there are a few more guards on your side of the wall. You can
Makes sense.
see these people in very lavish golden armor, kind of whispering to each other, not in fear, more of concern and almost a little bit of anger.
Are they close enough that I can approach and talk to them?
I mean,
Genuine question.
I mean, you could, in theory. They are within sight. They're about 100 feet away.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking. We're just gonna keep walking.
Okay,
Fucking
you guys,
ignore him.
to the point, I'm going to take my weapons and my shield. I'm going to hand them to Takumi and say, I'll be back in just a moment. So I'm going there unarmed.
All
I'm
right,
going
you
to walk
walk
over
up.
and go. I'm just going to go, good day, guys. I'm aware that my appearance may be bothersome to you. Do not worry, we are not hanging around. We are just traveling through. We're in no danger to you guys at all. I appreciate if we could have safe passage along the wall. We have no intention of entering.
A lot's happened to you since Ocean's Edge.
Yeah.
How?
I recognize these guys, don't I?
Yeah, they were the ones in the
Yeah.
tavern.
Yep, thought so. I knew that was
At
where that
least,
was going.
one of them is one of them, the
Yeah.
more mouthy one.
Yeah.
Wait!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait!
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
you guys keep walking.
Yeah.
That's why when you guys said you're gonna keep walking, I was like, fine, keep walking. And
Well,
I was like, yeah, I had a bit of a run in with trying to deal with an encampment, trying to help out on Ocean's Edge. Mistakes were made, and they're being worked on to be rectified. Obviously, it's left me in this condition.
Your first mistake was
Um,
traveling with a dark blood and a half breed.
Do you know what? If you were to ask me the day that I saw you guys, I'd probably have agreed with you. Unfortunately, the more time you spend with them, the more you find out that whatever conceptions you may have of them, their intentions seem to be good.
They can intend whatever they want as long as they're staying outside the city. I appreciate you
And
for
that's
babysitting the pests.
not a problem at all. I will make sure we do not return to the city unless it is necessary. I just was aware that I was causing discomfort to some of the citizens here. wanted to come and address it firsthand to make sure I personally am not causing any issues for you.
You're walking away. I'll let it be.
Thank you very much. I will give a little
I
salute.
don't want to go in there.
You guys can't hear this, so you're
You,
fine.
you
I
can't.
know.
You can't hear this, but you
I
can see
still
that.
want to introduce them to Calcifer.
Yeah. I'm
Calcifer's with us, right?
Yeah, he's been
Yes.
with you the entire time.
I thought that was the case.
He honestly, he has seen no looks whatsoever. It's almost like he's a ghost. Like he's being treated as normal.
Hmm.
Yeah, somehow the Minotaur is the most normal creature of our party.
It genuinely does appear that way to Takumi, Kretash, and Seelia. It's like you guys are alien, and the Minotaur you are traveling with is regular and normal and should be here.
Yeah, I'll give these guys a salute as I'm about to walk off and just go, I hope one day I can provide some service for you. And then just turn and walk.
I hope one day you get better friends.
I'll chuckle.
And they will the group will disperse as they see you leave.
Cool. And as I go back to the others, I'm going to take my sword shield. I'm going to walk up to Kretash and Seelia and go, my god, they're pricks, aren't they?
Quite so. Quite so.
I'm glad I let you guys keep walking. I'm whispering this, by the way, Zephyr.
Yep, you're far enough away where they
Just-
wouldn't hear you above the crowds.
Yeah. Let's just say it's probably the best decision we made not to go into the city.
I mean, I could always introduce them to Calcifer. Oh god.
Could, but there's a lot of guards.
Or God? Did you say or God?
Calcifer will look to you and say something in Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
For fuck's sake! I chose Dwarvish! Why did I choose Dwarvish?
I hinted at that when I was like, "Oh, you got an important choice to make."
You could have just told me! That would be something I would have thought of. I wouldn't actually. It's fine.
I'm just.
Alright, so
I'm
I-
just
Go ahead.
And sorry, what was whispered?
I said,
Okay.
my word, they're a bunch of pricks, aren't they?
No. After that, from in Sylvan.
You don't
Oh.
you don't know.
Okay.
Something
Wait,
was,
but
something
we
was
would have
said in
heard the
Sylvan.
word.
Yeah.
I've heard the word. I was gonna say I can get.
Yeah.
You wouldn't no,
So
but you
what was the
wouldn't you no because the way the language is spoken in a sentence is because you don't understand the language, you can't discern one word from another. Borida you understand because it was the only thing he said.
One word, yeah.
He's saying a sentence and you don't know where the words begin or end. Like you know.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Can Calcifer understand us?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been
Perfect.
established.
I am going to take my book of Sylvan language that I have. I'm going to hand it to Calcifer and go translate from the words you speak to the pages here
You
for our
will
tongue.
look at the pages and then look at you with a confused look.
Yeah, you
He
realize it's
can't
a.
fucking read, can he?
Okay, can I?
I-
Probably. Yeah. I'm just gonna say a little backtracking, but I didn't really know when to put it in. But like when you come back to us and you say that they're pricks,
Prick.
let's say
Pricks.
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 Yeah, that's what
Yeah. Yeah. Celia's just gonna like Kretash is gonna feel Seelia just stiffen a little bit in a I will not throw hands way, and just we're just gonna carry on.
Kind of glad I did that on my own now.
he said. Yeah. That would have been a whole different encounter.
Yeah.
Probably their last or our last. We'll see.
Okay. So
Well. Yeah.
okay.
Interesting.
Wait.
Let's just continue on.
As we continue on, Cassiopeia could speak to Calcifer, right?
Yeah, but she's 40
Cassiopeia
feet.
is
Yeah.
40 feet
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Pretty
in
far
the
away.
air.
And in the
40
air,
feet
so it's
away?
probably would-
Brilliant! Cassiopeia, come down here!
Can I hear it?
You can hear it being shouted, yes. You cannot hear anything less than a shout.
So I just hear like a...
No, I did the whole hand clapping thing.
He's
You-
directing
you-
the sound.
You'll know. Well,
At you.
no, it's like you can hear,
You're gonna
but
fish her back.
you can hear him, but like you wouldn't be able to hear anything quieter than a shout, so you can hear what he's saying because he is shouting.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, I'll come down. I'll land like a helicopter.
Hey, Cassiopeia, can you do your talk to animal thing so we can understand what Calcifer just said to us?
My talk to animals
Cassiopeia
thing.
speaks Sylvan.
I'm just
Cassiopeia
I'm
speaks
just
Sylvan.
gonna
Let's
face-
speak.
No, I
I
can't
don't know what
move.
people
I'm
languages
just-
people speak.
I can't facepalm, so I'm just gonna hit my head on Kretash's like shoulder. I guess. Just, like,
Retard would take 1 bludgeoning
Yeah.
damage.
I will reciprocate the movement.
Wow, they both
You
take
t-
bludgeoning damage.
You
The
two
head
kind of
clap.
like hit heads a little bit.
Okay, Cassiopeia, can you find out what Calcifer was just saying to us?
Of course. Where is Calcifer? in relation
He's
to me now?
walking next to Kretash.
Okay, can I speak to Calcifer?
Yeah, of course you can.
Hello.
No, how dare you?
I am well, feathered friend.
I don't think I asked how you were, I think. But
That's what I heard, sorry.
nice. Oh, that's okay.
If I misheard,
That's what I heard as well.
yeah.
I thought maybe she did. Maybe she did. I thought I just said hello. But maybe I didn't.
I heard how are you? Am I the only one?
No,
Oh,
that's
don't
what I heard.
know, I don't.
Okay. Well, I'm well as well. I'm forgetting what am I meant to do again? What did you just say to the party?
I told to them that I would not be comfortable fighting the pointy-eared army.
I will relay this message to the rest of them, if that is okay with you.
That is fine. Clan Bahal is
Okay.
on good terms with Neela Serena. I would not want to put the peace treaty in danger.
Of course. I like pieces of things too. And then she'll turn to the rest of the party and translate the message.
That's understandable, friend. It's all right. We won't actually be fighting them. They're just very rude.
And
You can go back to flying.
Calcifer will say in Sylvan.
Oh,
responding,
wait.
She flies away.
responding to Kretash. Cassiopeia will hear this before she leaves. I'll give you that much. You cannot blame them for what is their father's problem.
Cassiopeia will fly back down and translate the rest of that.
You are right about that.
Okay. You will continue to travel south and to the east, and you will travel until you hit a fork in the road. One road going south, one going north.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
While we were walking, could I insight check Calcifer?
Inciting what exactly?
Calcifer's intentions.
Sure. Yeah.
Motives, maybe.
Yeah. Go for
Okay.
it. Roll insight.
I just realized what a fork in the road means.
What did you think it meant?
I don't
She
know.
thought there was a fork
I don't-
lying on the
That's what
road.
Cassiopeia
I
might
thought-
think.
no,
It's like
thought
when
it
you
was
watch-
a figure of speech, but now I know it's like a fork.
Ah.
It divides in like a fork because we
Mhm.
just
At least you weren't
Yeah.
thinking of like, you know, a fork in the road being like when Roadrunner goes up to those like pitched things, that the garden ones that slam into the face in the Acme cartoons.
Mm.
Isn't that a rake? It's not a fork, is it?
Right.
It is it's basically a massive fork.
Not really.
Oh, right, I know.
Not really.
But, like,
It's like a
What
car
was
size
your
thing.
roll, Cassiopeia?
Oh, it was
21.
a 21.
Calcifer seems distant.
Okay, can I personally talk to Calcifer?
I mean, you can go back down to him and talk to him.
Okay, I'll go back down and talk to him.
Okay. And he will turn to you.
You seem distant in a figurative sense, not in a very literal sense. I'm quite close to you right now.
Oh, I was thinking of different gardening utensils.
Are you talking in Sylvan or Common?
Sylvan.
Okay. He will respond. It is nice to travel the road with those I trust. But
Yes, go on.
I have had 3 families. The one I was born into, the one that adopted me, and the one that I now travel with. none of them have given me satisfaction.
Maybe you're not a family person.
Maybe I am not. But I care for the dark elf who saved my life. I will protect him until I find my purpose. However long
So
that
it's
may
purpose
be.
you seek.
Purpose, duty, responsibility, other things they speak of all over the island.
I see. Why do you desire purpose? What does that mean for you?
To be without a reason to live is to not be living.
Why not live without reason?
It is not the way of my clan.
I see. You identify with your clan, is that right?
No matter whom I may call family, my blood will always belong to Bahal.
I see.
I do not know it, but my parents knew it. Their home is my home. And one day I hope to go there, when I have found my purpose.
I wish you good luck in your search in that case.
I wish you good luck in finding your sister.
Thank you. Be careful. Okay, Calcifer.
I will protect the Dark Elf with my life.
Cassiopeia will nod, and she'll fly off.
Okay? And is at this point you'll sort of stop at this fork in the road, one going north, one going south.
At
Can I
some
take
point,
one
I
more?
really hope that's not
you
ominous
can-
foreshadowing there.
I was
It's
gonna
not
say,
for
you
me to
realize
decide.
Bahal is where Cassiopeia pissed off the tree, right? You realize we were just there. Do you think Cassiopeia realizes that?
Nope.
I doubt it. Well, actually, no. They would have. Did they say Bahal? I think
Yeah.
they.
Yes,
I
but
think
it's
they
more
did.
of would Cassiopeia have remembered that?
She remembers some
I mean,
things.
I'm
I was gonna
sure
say
it's
she's
not.
got a fairly specific memory.
Hmm.
It's selective. For sure.
I will
Select-
leave for the Barinade to decide what Cassiopeia
That's me.
remembers and doesn't remember, and then act upon it accordingly.
We've seen a map of Trinity Isle, right? So we
You-
know
you-
what would. Oh, obviously, we've got this in front of us, but
You've seen a map of Trinity Isle, and you being a military person, remembering maps is not very difficult for you.
okay. So if I'm going to hazard a guess, the fork that we're on is the one where north takes us eastern, and then south
Yes.
takes us towards the river.
Yes.
Well, it takes us out, and then we'd have to follow it back up north to the river to then go to Livian Snowcount.
Mm-hmm.
If we to go as the crow flies.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. Clarification: are we at the first fork or the second fork?
You're at the first fork,
gonna
to
say,
the right of
yeah.
Neelis Arena.
Yeah.
I would probably
That's right.
say that north would be our better option.
No. You want to follow that road and see where that goes?
Eastern. Stop
You're
saying-
looking at the first one here, right? Do you have Roll20
Yes.
open?
Yeah. So the options that we've got
You've got
is,
the northern one that takes you up here.
and then we follow the river down and around. Or we stay in the forest, the enchanted forest, where there may be other things hunting.
What is the thing that's like? I can't click it. I can't read the Arcanium.
The arcane.
Arcanium,
The arcane.
The Arcanum.
The Arcanum,
Arca-
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
hang on a minute. Why does that ring a bell? Shit.
It's been brought up. Probably.
Why does it indeed?
Zephyr, why does that ring a bell?
It has been mentioned to you before, in
Can I roll for memory?
not on this occasion. It has been mentioned in passing, not necessarily directly to you. but you have heard mention of the Arcanum.
How far of if we were to travel either route, again, because I've got no idea of scaling on the map we see, but I'd assume I'd have some mild understanding of scaling as a character.
Yeah.
The length of the journey, depending on if we would take the fork north or the fork south, based on the map, not based on what might happen.
It would be slower to travel off the road. The road would mean you could travel at normal speed. If you're gonna go off the road, you'd be traveling slower.
Okay, so south then would be probably, and then stick along the path through the plains.
This was the same thing as going through the forest. It's difficult terrain.
Yeah, my only thought process was when we get close to Livian's Lookout, if we know there's been issues there, staying off the beaten path may give us a tactical advantage.
I think the best call for that is after we're out of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Once we're actually in the plains, then we can make that judgment call.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
If you were to think 20 episodes ago, we would never told them this democratically.
No.
We've evolved.
Yeah.
Some of us have.
Very well.
Evolved, given up. Choose one.
The road south will stretch forth into the forest greater. And Cassiopeia will see the party begin moving southward.
She'll follow like a GPS coordinate.
Will we be able to see Cassiopeia through the treetops?
You can see her through the glistening of her wings as starlight shines from them. And you will travel south, and you will make it without incident to about this point that I'm highlighting here.
So that's where we get the incident.
That's the ambush.
That is where Cassiopeia, you will see the sun beginning to set.
Ooh.
As the day has passed, and from your knowledge as a druid, you know that it probably is not safer to travel, and if you want to set up camp, you'd want to do it now, before daylight is completely gone. Wa and Takumi, you will also both kind of get the idea that now is probably a good time to make camp. But only Cassiopeia will know of the dangers of traveling through this area at night.
Okay. Cassiopeia will fly down and inform the others of her thoughts.
What are your
Well,
thoughts? Tell us.
Well, I was thinking it's going to be quite dangerous if we continue at night.
We should
It might be
probably
best
look
if
to
we set
make
up a camp.
camp soon. Yeah.
I agree,
Yeah.
Takumi. I was
Okay.
thinking the exact same thing. We are
So
quite very much on the same wavelength.
is there either a small clearing of which we could pitch up, or a selection of trees of where we can set up a?
There is a small clearing,
Like
yeah. That from
Yeah.
your military background, and using your sort of background features, yeah, no, you could see a clearing that would sustain, and even a few sort of natural resources that, if need be, you could fashion into makeshift tents. They wouldn't necessarily be comfortable, but they would be protective.
What do you guys think? Would this clearing work for you guys?
I will sleep in the treetops personally.
This clearing should be fine.
Yeah.
Mm.
It'll work.
In which case, I'd like to try and set up a selection of makeshift tents.
Roll me
For the party.
survival.
I was waiting for that. And conveniently, my dice roll was closed. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, no, you're able to fashion 4 sort of single tents with enough foliage to provide a bit of privacy, but they all sort of have this open facing side that would be towards this little fire pit that you create in the center of the small bonfire, and you're able to use some sort of the mud around you to sort of fashion safe walking ground. The only thing you really can't put together is any kind of seating.
It's understandable. I would also, in one of the tents, like to put the wolf pet down to provide a bit of extra comfort that I have in my inventory.
Okay.
That will be to specifically, and I will approach Kretash and go, "This tent will be for you. We can see we know you're struggling a little bit. We need to make sure you get your rest tonight. We need you back on full strength."
I will be fine after my 4 hours. It is no stress.
That's fine, but that's still where you can rest. That is yours, the wolf pet, for your comfort.
Uh, I'm just gonna like nod and also kind of like steer Kretash toward that tent, and just kind of
Like everyone's just like, "Come on, Kretash, time to
go
get
to
to
bed.
rest."
I think, Seelia, you of all people know I sleep better on a frozen ground.
Oh, feel
Yeah.
free to freeze that pelt.
No, I'm gonna take my little flatten out an area outside and just freeze the ground.
On the mud that Wa was able to flatten, you're able to make this sort of circular, frosty sleeping pad, almost in the shape of a snowflake. But due to your exhaustion, it's a little bit rigid, to say the least.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of
But-
look at Celia right now and just kind of just shrug, just like, "I tried."
I'm gonna
Yeah.
shrug back. Like a coat belt would be comfier, but yeah.
Comfy for some.
At which point, I would like to see if there's any form of water around. Doesn't necessarily need to be clean water, just water on the
No
ground.
free-flowing water, but you do see in some of the lower trees there's these sort of little pools of dewdrop that have collected in sort of more cup-shaped leaves. You can
Okay, I'd like-
assume there's
yeah.
some kind of rainwater.
So I'd like to start drinking from my water skin, offering it around to everyone until the water skin is emptied, and I'd like to boil some of that water in the water skin
Okay.
to try and replenish it, make sure everyone's hydrated.
Yep. Everyone who wants to take a sip of water from Wa can do so, or you can choose to refuse it.
And you can drink from your own, but I'm going to
Yeah,
replenish my supply
I
anyway.
have my own, but thank you.
Cassiopeia will gladly accept.
I'll-
Light them off.
I'll drink with Cassie.
Alright, Wa, Cassiopeia, and Takumi take a drink. Seelia, you take a sip from your own. Kretash just sort of sits there on his little snowflake.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna offer him some of mine and say you need to hydrate.
I have my own. I'm quite fine.
Hydrate.
Bite me.
I'm just gonna look at him. I'm just gonna stand here and look at him until he drinks. Wait, you don't have your water skin though. You gave it to Takumi.
No,
No, I
he
didn't.
gave the crystal to
No, he
Takumi.
didn't. Oh, and
Oh,
also
okay, but,
dungeon,
like,
also
It was
dungeon
empty
master.
though, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hydrate.
But okay, but like
Yes.
yours, didn't you have to like empty it? Was it full of water while you were carrying around the
It's
crystal?
got a bit of water in it.
He emptied it partially.
Okay.
Enough to sort of like
Cup it.
wrap it up, but not obviously lose all of my water.
I'm gonna take a drink of mine and just look at you.
Kretash, you'll
gonna
feel
be-
this kind of uncomfortable stare over your shoulder.
Kretash is just gonna be kneeling on the ground, just preparing himself, getting himself ready. I'll take the first watch. I'll wake one of you up in a few hours.
Like hell you will.
No,
Go to
Kretash,
bed.
you're not taking the first watch. That you need to rest first.
I-
You would be much more beneficial on the second rest. Taking the second watch.
Kretash will just shrug and go into a trance then. You're gonna be assholes.
I'm gonna smile at Celia and do a little fist bump. Like, yes!
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Kretash
nod.
is literally too exhausted to give a shit.
we will hold on to this moral victory for a while.
Okay, Kretash, you
Yeah.
will begin to sleep. What would the rest of you like to do?
So you mentioned earlier my hand is like glowing. My veins are
The
glowing.
veins in your hand are glowing. Yes.
Veins are they still glowing?
Yep, ever present.
How?
I'd also like to make a point to always be avoiding looking at his hand, just to make that known.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. When did it start glowing? How long ago did it start
It's
doing?
sort of so there was a faint glow when you first used your power, but it's been ever present since touching the moonstone.
Okay. Uh, can can I put on the black gloves that have been a part of my undersuit back on, or is that not
I mean,
something
you can do.
you'd allow?
You
Okay.
you can put gloves on. Um, there will still be this sort of faint glowing through the fabric, but
Yeah. Yeah. I'll put those on.
okay.
I'm I'm just gonna look at Takumi doing that and just like wave with my hand that has like the mark as well. Be like kind of an acknowledgement.
I'll see that and I'll pause for a second. I'll try to smile as I wave back with the other hand, and yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. The floor will remain open. There's not much I can add at this time.
I will suggest to Celia and Takumi to take them to sleep so Cassiopeia and I can take first watch.
Okay. Um.
And then we will
Also,
wake up.
Calcifer too.
Calcifer's
Sleep.
to sleep as well. Calcifer can then do second watch with. Actually, make more sense for Calcifer to do second watch with Cassiopeia because they can speak to each other.
True.
So I will take first watch with Celia. Then Cassiopeia and Calcifer can take second watch,
I'm fine with this.
and then
We just
Kretash can
let's
take
just
the rest of the
not.
night.
Yeah, I know he sleeps for like a few hours, but like let's just not wake him.
No. We will
I'll,
wait.
I'll be up in 4 hours anyway.
Yeah, he will be. It's a natural thing. He will be up.
Yeah.
So first watch will just
Okay.
take a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So then you guys. So then Celia and I can patrol. You guys can get a bit of rest beforehand. Then when Kretash is up, Kretash can patrol. He can wake any
Really
of us up in an
direct.
instant, so he can do it for the rest of us. So we just need to
Okay.
take it in turns for a couple of hours.
Okay, you won't be starting this immediately. I'd like to catch up on some reading before I sleep.
That's fine, but in 2 hours' time you'll be on second watch.
If you wanna, you can. Oh,
You can
I
take
mean,
first watch if you want.
yeah, and you can read. Like you and I could take first, and I can. I don't know. Take the next one.
Well, one of us won't need to because Kretash can do the whole rest of the night on his own.
Sure, I can do that. I can take whichever watch I need to be slotted
So yeah,
into.
we'll take the first one. We'll let Calcifer sleep through the night, and then Celia and Cassiopeia take second watch for 2 hours. By then, Kretash is up. We all then get to sleep. We're then all rested, and ready
Right.
to move
Okay.
on.
Okay. And with that, then, whoever would like to go to bed may do so. And I will have everybody consume a ration as your daily sustenance, including you, Kretash. Just
Yeah.
remove a ration. So first watch is Warren Takumi then.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. You two take your watch. No incident will occur. If you want to have a conversation, you are free to do so.
I will start picking up where I left off on dragons and bloodlines. See what I get from that.
Okay.
Read as
And
much as I can.
and I'll be circling the encampment, keeping an eye out, whilst also having the draconic book in my hand.
All
Uh
right.
huh.
While you sort of learn about the very basic alphabet, um, and how phonetics would appear. Takumi, you a you learn a little bit about tactics in fighting a dragon. Often that you want to try and ground them wherever possible, and that even at a young age, a dragon's breath is strong enough to completely eradicate a basic to moderately advanced patrol of soldiers. And you learn that these elemental breaths are adopted at a very early age, sort of within the first few years, and that a dragon born is as intelligent as a 20-year-old human, like an average 20-year-old human. But your watch will go without incident. And then the second watch, Cassiopeia and Seelia. As Wa and Takumi go to bed, what would you two like to do during your watch time?
Guess people will take a look around.
Yeah, I'll just like sit. Like there wasn't anywhere to sit actually, so just I guess
We have the ground.
vibe. Mm. Yeah, I'm just gonna like wake up and stand up and like look around, say hi.
Yeah, hello.
Ethiopia. Did you have a nice nap?
It was short but nice, yes. How was yours?
It was nice and dreamless.
I'm glad to hear that in that case. Shall we take a look around for our watch?
Yeah.
Alright, Cassiopeia will take a peek around. Is there anything I'm rolling, Zephyr?
No, you are not. You sort of see a lot of sort of fireflies and fairies and stuff like that.
A lot of fireflies and fairies.
Yes, kind of just dotting around. You can sort of hear the giggles of pixies.
Can I catch a pixie?
Do you have anything to catch a pixie
God.
in?
Does
I have-
not sound like a good idea, bestie.
Yeah, hold on. I do have quite a lot of things, actually. I have 2 metal buckets. Can I try, like, just just pop it on?
Can
Roll,
I have a rundown of what exactly a pixie is?
roll me. One moment, right? Roll me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check? Alright. It's a 19.
Yeah, no,
so
you
much
will
shade.
successfully catch a pig. Basically, right. The pixies are like small, fairy-like nature creatures, barely a foot in height at full growth.
I would like to catch a fully grown creature.
You will catch this little pixie with butterfly wings and this sort of leaf-like dress in a metal bucket, and you'll sort of hear them bashing on the inside of it. So you'll hear this sort of small tin-like tapping. Kind of imagine sort of tapping on a soda can.
Cassiopeia, what did you do?
I'm conducting an investigation. And then she'll look at the bucket
What?
and she'll say, "Who are you and who do you work for?"
My name is Roseanne. I
I
don't.
understand.
I don't really work for anyone. I just feed the frogs.
Likely story.
Oh
Did
my
we
god.
hear this clang? But this have woken us up, by the way. This.
No,
No,
not with a 19. It was very dexterous and clean.
I'm
Okay.
just going to like I'm guessing Cassiopeia has her. How do you hold things, Miss?
She just kind of like presses them with her wings.
Yeah, because
together.
Barinade
With
has
her-
Barinade has decided
Okay.
he doesn't have hands.
Yes.
Okay.
But,
Yeah,
So
but
every
I'm
other
just gonna-
Arrow Conqueror has hands, not Baronade.
Okay. So I'm just going to like gently put my hands over Cassiopeia's wings and say,
Oh, hi, Seelia.
Rosalia, hi. We're very
Roseanne.
sorry for disturbing you, Roseanne.
I'm on my lunch break.
Yeah, we're gonna let you go now, and I'm gonna look at Cassiopeia and like lift my hands, in
On
an
one condition.
Roseanne is not gonna say anything.
Roseanne, you have to tell you have to understand, and you have to tell your cronies that this base is off limits, to leave our people alone, and let us rest peacefully for the night. Are we clear?
Okay, I'll just go to the grove.
Okay,
yeah, it's
understood. Thank you
it's
very
a
much. And she'll slowly lift the bucket, but like angle it away from herself.
And Roseanne will immediately just kind of shoot off into the distance and out of sight.
I'm sorry, Roseanne.
She ignores you.
And I'm just
Roseanne!
And I'll look back with a very concerned and stern look at Seelia. I think we should be safe now.
I I I I I I I think we were kind of safe to begin with. Like we don't have to. Okay, we're okay.
She'll
We're
stand
safe.
by Celia. Celia, you are a very trusting person, but you mustn't trust strangers blindly.
That's not the
Malachi,
first
a bit of
time I'm
metagaming.
hearing this.
Can you just go into Baron's room and just give him the old swipe around the back of his head?
No way!
No, no.
I mean, I can,
They, for all
but I'm not going to.
anybody knows, they could have been
No,
evil.
no,
I'm not going
adorable.
to.
Leave the baby alone. Okay, I'll just
I
say
would,
like
however, like to remind you, Baronade, that this is the same roll of toilet paper that I threw at you last time.
The same role.
Yeah, it's the same roll. Yeah.
I'm just
An army of pixies appears. No, they don't. That's fine.
I'm just
Please.
I'm just gonna look to Cassiopeia and say you're probably right. I guess, but like I'm kind of like Celia's left confused a little bit by the encounter, but
Yeah, the
we got
druid
the right
doesn't like
support.
animals.
It's
Those animals.
these aren't
But she's
animals.
concerned with the safety of the party. As a night
Yeah.
watch guard right now, in her mind, she sees this as her ultimate duty at the moment.
Jesus Christ. I can hear
Okay.
you through the wall, man.
Okay,
Eat
let's.
through the wall.
We're just gonna. That's about it. Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Maybe sit in silence for a bit unless
Cassiopeia,
you want to say
the
something.
rest of your watch will go uneventful.
Wait, what if I
Celia.
wanted to bond with Celia for a little bit?
I mean, if you want to have a conversation,
Oh,
go for it.
we can.
Go for it.
How are you,
Ignore
Celia? How are you
me.
feeling?
Okay.
I'm did not expect to get asked that question. Celia is just a little like taken aback and being like, oh, like thinking to herself, like, how am I? Trying to check in with herself, like, I think I'm good. I think we're okay. The little things are a little calmer now. How are you? How about you? I'm sorry we missed Livian's lookout and it got attacked, and I really hope we can find some information on your sister.
That's okay. It's not your fault. We just had other priorities. But I am very glad and excited that we are heading there now. I hope to find out something.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your sister? What
Yes.
is she like?
Oh. Well, I was quite young when she disappeared. But she was a curious kind. Interested in the world. Seeing things out there. I would like to know more about her if she's still around.
I hope we find her and you get to.
Cassiopeia smiles a little bit. Thanks.
Aw.
And she will just kind of look around and she wouldn't really say anything much.
The rest of your night will go without event. Celia.
Yes.
As you're on watch, you kind of
Yes.
wander away from the camp a little bit to sort of scope nearer to the road, and you see a flicker of gold. Just small, light flicker of gold. Walking north towards the northern road.
Walking north, like the Gold? The flicker of gold is what? What?
It's on closer inspection, yeah, it's like the flicker of a humanoid figure walking north.
Who could that be?
Yeah. Can I try and see who the person is?
Would you like to
Can
try
I
and get closer
like
to them?
fuck? Can I like? What is the gold thing that's flickering? Can I tell? Is it like a light or
A
something?
humanoid figure of some description that's a flickering gold light. That's all you see from this distance. Would you like to get
Wait. So
closer?
like the humanoid figure is flickering.
It's the flickering gold. Yes.
Okay, so it's just a flickering gold figure. Okay, because it's not like okay. I will like to try and get closer, I guess, for fuck's sake.
Overtly or
But like
covertly?
stealth-
Stealthily?
stealthily.
Roll stealth?
Of course, I have to roll stealth.
Or you said you were stealthing? I don't know what you expected from me.
Yes. I don't know, bestie.
Roll
I don't know.
performance.
Roll
That
sleight
is
of
a
hand.
10.
You
I'm not-
walk
I roll
through...
performance to make it look like I'm stealthy.
you walk through the brush of these sort of glistening, glittery flowers, and then you step on a twig and it snaps. And they do not react. They continue to walk north, but directly north. And when the path sort of veers a little bit to the side, they go into the trees. And they look back at you, and you see this sort of golden silhouette with pointy ears stare at you, faceless expression. And then they
Oh,
look back into the trees, and they look at you, and back into the trees, and they walk. So to help you picture it right, imagine kind of a humanoid elf-like figure, but made of like this sort of glowing pixie dust kind of look.
I will follow.
You go into the trees, and you follow them, and you're sort of surrounded by these shards of moonstone. And they will walk sort of around a tree and disappear, and you will not see them do the full circle. Hello, Celeste. We have been awaiting your return to Trinity Isle for some time. And this is out loud. This is not in your head. This is a physical voice that you hear.
Can I look around and see from where it's coming?
It's
Like-
all around you. It's echoing through the trees.
Who are we? Who are you?
We are your ancestors.
Hello?
Hello.
Why? So what have you exactly been waiting for?
Your return. It has been a long time since a sorcerer has sat upon the throne of Nila Serena. I was the last.
And who are you?
My name is not important. I ruled Nila Serena many, many years ago. I am
How did it get?
your great, 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 great grandfather in some manner.
Okay.
I'm sorry for the loss of Tyron. Your father was a good man.
I'll take your word for it. I never really got to meet him, but you already know that, and I'm pretty sure you know most things.
Hardly. I know only
Why
of the
have
power.
you the power? I'm guessing you've summoned me here because of it. So
I did not summon
what
you.
about the power?
You came here of your own curiosity.
Y- Someone led me here.
I was taking a midnight stroll. You saw me because of the blood in your veins, and you chose to follow.
Okay. Well, I guess what can you tell me about the power?
It is the power of the first king of Neelis Serena, a sorcerer. A power that was passed on to his son, but not his grandson. And ever since then,
Wh-
the power has appeared from time to time upon the royal bloodline.
Why does it skip people? Do you know?
One cannot tell the weave what to do. Not even the gods.
The weave.
Yes,
What do you mean by that?
no, the weave is the thing that gives all things magic. Sorcerers, the ability to cast spells, are innately tapped into the weave. Wizards study it for generations. Warlocks use powerful weave users to gain their power. Bards use it to create music and art. Druids use the natural weave within nature and animals to conduct their magic.
Who uses the corrupt weave?
The corrupt weave is not of your concern.
What is of my concern?
I cannot presume to know what is in the mind of an heir. What is of your concern?
How do I awaken the power that people seem to be saying I have?
Through training. Tapping into the weave. To activate the magic within your blood. I've seen you carry your instrument. You are a bard. You know how to use the weave. But you use it at a distance. You need to tap into the weave that gives our bloodline its magic.
Wait, are they different weaves?
There is the weave, and there is the corrupted weave.
Okay, I just need to tap into the weave. Why are you here, despite passing?
Because you can see me. Because you have the sorcery within you.
But isn't there like an afterlife or something? Or do you just hang out here?
Afterlife is interpretation. There are many different afterlives and many different beliefs. You may give my existence here whatever reasoning makes you most comfortable. The point is, I am here, and I'm going to watch over you until you unlock this power. Offer guidance if I can.
Oh, so you're coming with me now.
No. You will see me
Then watch
when
over how?
you will see me
Yeah.
from time to time until you learn to control your magic. It is the way it was when I was a child. My first interaction was when I was only 50 years old.
I don't really know how many years I've got, and I'm just gonna like wave around my little hand, but with the mark.
Enough to make a
Hopefully we can.
difference, my child. Does it really matter?
I guess not. But do you potentially know how to remove it? I'm gonna gesture to the hand again.
I will not tamper with Sildakan's means. It is not a thing I understand.
Fair.
And yes, Sildakin is very much real.
I've gathered as much. Do you know why he was so he wanted me to drink a potion? Do you happen to have any idea as to why that might have been?
It is said that among other things, Sildakin is what allowed the nature of prophecies to exist. Prophets, oracles, they all gain their eye because he allowed it. I assume he was going to give you a future vision of what may come to pass.
Interesting. I don't really know what to ask or tell you. I don't really know what. Are we like? You're my ancestors, so we're family, right?
Yes,
Kind of. Great uncle.
I am your family. In a sense.
Okay.
More than your adopted mother. Avoid her at all
Yeah.
costs.
Why? I mean, yes, but also, why?
Because she will take you from Trinity Isle again, given the chance.
What can she? She can't even like. What use am I to her?
You are a treasure, a trinket. Some people
Yeah.
are items to others. It is simply the nature of things. A soldier is a pawn to a king. A slave is an animal to its owner. You were a trinket to the one who stole you from Trinity Isle.
Do you want me to become a queen?
I want you to unlock the power within you, so that your descendants may one day hold the power as well, and keep the royal bloodline alive. Keep the magic within our family flowing. What you do with it, how you use it, that is not of my concern or control. I took the throne because it was my duty, so that I may find a queen and continue our bloodline, and that I may serve the elven kind.
Okay.
My time grows
I
short.
kind of get it.
Practice tapping into the weave. Practice using magic the way a sorcerer uses magic, not a bard. And once you've done that, you can use both of these skills to achieve your goals. The music and the might. The bard and the sorcerer.
Okay. I will do my best to, and I'll see you around. What do I call you though?
I told you my name is of no importance to you.
I don't care of your name. Just curious as a. I don't know. Like we're family, but it's like grandpa. Do I just call you grandpa, uncle? I don't know.
Does it matter? My purpose
It
is to
would be
teach you,
nice. Mm,
and he will slowly start fading away.
I'll see you around, I guess. And I'm gonna head back to camp.
Okay.
A little dazed.
You will head back to camp, and the remainder of your watch will go undisturbed. And it is at this point, Kretash, you may complete your long rest. Your trance is complete. You no longer have exhaustion. You still have your point of inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Can I just point out that once again, someone just randomly walked away from the party?
Yeah.
There
On
was
their
a
own.
light.
Yep. Didn't wake anybody up. Didn't go.
Yep.
Hey, look quickly. This is.
But when someone
happening,
else, but
man.
when someone else did it, kicked up a stink when they did it. Because we all do it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we didn't give Wash it last time because when he disappeared, because we were just like, yeah, that happens at this point, I guess. Like we're all.
Well, no, last
Yeah.
time I actually had to leave the session.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like I had no choice in that one. The one before that, I got given shit.
Anyway.
Kretash, what would you like to do during your watch?
During my watch, I would like to watch and see if there are any dangers.
There are not.
There are not. I'd also like to.
No, don't.
What's the problem? Wah?
Nothing at all. Do not worry. It's fine. You
Good.
carry on.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Can I, for like after I get back and stuff? Sorry, I know I missed the time.
Go. Speak.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So for the remaining, like when I go back and stuff, I would like to just I don't even know how, like I'm just gonna be very, what the fuck even is the like how the fuck do sorcerers even do shit? I don't even know what kind of magic they, like, how do you look at things and want them to move? Like I don't know. I just know like spoken things mainly and thundery stuff. So I don't like I'm just gonna put out the moonstone and I guess like focus on it and try and like see if I can discover any other parts of the weave that are not bardy and more deep bloodliney.
Roll Arcana.
I will also be
I
right
hate
back.
it. I hate it when he goes right into the microphone to say that.
Okay, I'm just gonna get my dice that is over there. 2 seconds. Because I don't trust. No.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a stealth check. Ooh.
Yeah, sheesh.
I don't.
She didn't have to stealth it. She could have just walked up. It wouldn't have made a difference. But she wanted to stealth. So I was like, okay. I see a
want
chance for a
to stealth.
comedic thing.
Okay, so that is a 13.
You sort of place your finger on the tip of one of the points on your little moonstone shard that was broken off. You do not feel any different. However, you will know you will feel this sort of emanating energy from the moonstone that you did feel the day before when you used your magic on it. It is a similar feeling to when you cast your spells as a bard, you play your music, you sing, however you cast it on whatever situation. But it will feel a bit stronger, a bit more pure, a bit more sort of direct. And Kretash will come out of his trance and stand up, his snowflake now completely melted, leaving the sort of soft, mushy grass. And he will see you kind of pressing this moonstone, and the moonstone does not react, but you'll still see the sort of milky wisp within the purple crystal kind of going about slowly. And the floor is now open. Cassiopeia now gone to bed in the treetops above.
She'll have her little snooze in the treetops.
Absolutely. Counting the constellations as she does before falling asleep. But to Kretash and Seelia, the floor is open.
I'm simply gonna call over to Seelia and say, get some rest. You'll need it.
I'm just gonna like kind of in a lower voice say, but my ancestors said I need to practice.
There will be plenty of time to practice while we walk. But for now, rest. Get your strength back up.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just gonna sit there for a little bit more, just tingling with it.
And I'm gonna take the Volrid dagger.
Okay.
I jab my hand.
Oh,
Which
for fuck's sake!
which one? The one with or the one without?
The one without.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You
I'm back.
thrust your hand in, and the tip of the blade will
That's only a small jab.
yeah, the tip of the blade
Enough to cause it to bleed.
will sink into your dark, almost violety skin. And small red sort of trickles of blood will go down your palm and onto the dirt.
I'm gonna attempt to
It'll-
pull it
Yeah.
in the palm of my hand.
Okay. You sort of give
And from there, I just want to try and manipulate it.
you give the dagger a little twist to sort of create this sort of little divot in your palm, pull it out, the perfect silver stained with crimson, and you know, clean it off on your sleeve, just wipe the blood away and sheathe it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll
I'm
have,
just gonna stay and look shocked.
and you'll sort of cup
I'm,
your
I'm guessing that
hand.
made a noise.
No. Just
Like,
no.
I just he made a gesture. Like I
You'd be able to see him doing it, but there would be no noise. You sort of
Yeah.
bring your hand into almost like a bowl-like shape. You know, kind of like you're holding a ball in your hand, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And with your other hand, you'll sort of bring your index and middle finger. And you'll point it at the blood. Sort of, you remember doing this as a kid. You know it doesn't really do much, but it makes you feel better. It's a comfort memory.
Yeah.
You know, practicing magic when you're all alone in your room with your drawings on the walls. That kind of little, almost like a finger gun.
Mm.
And there'll be a little ripple in the blood. And Seelia, you'll see his eyes for a moment buttered red. The green or blue irises that you have, Kretash. Blue.
They're
We'll say
blue.
we'll say blue. The blue.
I'm
pretty sure they're
slowly
blue.
gonna walk
The
towards
blue,
him.
like a
Yeah.
ruby blood like red for a moment and then gone. A single ripple in the pool of blood in your hand, nothing more. And you will hear a soft humming from your backpack.
I open my backpack and work out what the hell's humming.
It's coming from the
Is it
book.
coming from the book?
I was worried the Rock had managed to find its way through campaigns.
That was my first thought as well.
I want to pour some of the blood into my other hand,
Mm-hmm.
across the stone, the focus, and try again. Basically, just see if there's any difference between with or without the focus.
The focus makes no difference.
Makes
The book will continue to hum ever so slightly. Like this sort of
Can I hear it?
low.
Or can only...
You cannot. Only Kretash is close enough because it's a very low,
Okay.
soft, sort of vibration-like sound.
Okay, because
I'll
yeah, I just
pull out
want
the
to like.
book. I'm gonna flick through the pages.
There's a new page.
There's a new page. Oh,
A
I want to
new-
read this page.
A new two-page spread with no words. A ritualistic circle. Drawn in crimson red, and you sort of look at it and you realize, even on the paper, it is drawn in old dried blood. At the and throughout this circle there is a triangle, and so you have two sort of outer circles with different runes and incantations on. In the center, you have a triangle, and at each interior point of the triangle, there are 3 circles. One is a drawing of a vial with a red liquid in it. One is a skull and crossbones. Quite literally a skull and 2 thigh bones, it looks like, crossed. From your studies at school, you know, basic anatomy. And one is a small sort of flesh pile in a bag. So the bag is drawn in, but you can see the contents of the bag is very clearly stitched flesh or sort of cut and torn.
Flesh of the ally, bones of the enemy.
You will hear
I'm
on the page whispering in abyssal. Whomever reads, you are ready. Blood to blood. Seelia, you will hear this sort of dark, mangled language you do not understand being
I
spoken.
I
She
understand.
does understand
Abyssal.
it.
You do understand, right? I didn't think you
Yeah.
understood it. Okay.
Yeah, we had a conversation in Abyssal a few episodes ago.
I do not.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep, no, you don't. But okay. Yeah, you'll hear it as well. Then.
Yeah.
It's loud enough for you to hear as well. Whomever reads this,
Also, like I was kind of walking towards him earlier.
that's
like,
why
I'm
you
not
can.
gonna
That's why you
just
can
sit
hear
back,
this. But
Mm.
just
whomever reads this,
reiterating.
you are ready. Blood to blood. And then the book will snap shut on its own.
Bit rude.
I was about to say the exact same thing. I was literally about to say, well, that was rather rude.
Kretash will turn around and just see Seelia standing there.
Hello? I did tell you to get some rest, didn't I? You're gonna need it.
That you did. I'm just gonna like gesture at his hands, kind of like blood to blood.
That part's a bit cryptic to me as well, but I think I've got a rough idea of everything I need. There's one ingredient I'm a little bit stuck on, but I'll work that out.
Did he take damage from the stab? Like, does he look like he would need healing?
I did not tell him to remove health points.
Okay, but like, did it? I know
It
that
was a light prick. It was a very light, just prick.
You just said like I stab my hand.
I believe what I said was I jab my hand.
That was the wording
It's
he
the
used.
difference.
A stab would go through. A jab is.
A stab would be a very like.
I did not tell him to remove health points. That is all I will disclose.
Okay.
I'd be a bit worried if it did, because then I'd be thinking to myself, I can't have 30 injections in a row.
I'm just gonna stand there and look at him.
This is a necessary evil, and it will come with some very good benefits, I assure you.
I'm just still standing here.
You could cut the tension with a knife.
You really fucking could. Hey, I've got one.
He could have a spoon.
Use it.
Get some rest, Seelia. And I'm gonna stand up and begin a patrol.
Uh,
Sip smug.
yeah, so smug. I don't fucking know. That was that was an encounter that happened. Um, I'm. I don't even know. I'm just going to go. Wait, around how long has it like been since like everyone's been asleep and stuff? It's been over 4 hours.
4 hours.
It's been 4 hours.
4 hours.
Well,
My
it's been
my
it's
sleep
been
is
2
4 hours.
hours.
You've
It's been 2 hours
yeah.
for myself and Takumi.
Yeah, so you were asleep for 2 hours, then you were woken up and you were on patrol for 2 hours,
Yeah,
during
okay.
which you had your
Yeah.
your encounter.
Mm.
So you're about halfway through the long
Okay.
rest.
Okay. I'm going to, I guess, go to bed in one of the set up tents and get my sleeping bag.
Well, remember, the wolf pelt bed is also free as well because
Isn't
Kretash
it?
didn't use
Didn't
it.
you take it?
No,
No, nobody took it.
Kretash didn't
He
take it,
tried
and
to
I
give it
didn't.
to me, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
didn't
it.
take it. I left it for the comfort of someone else.
Cassiopeia didn't take it
Okay,
because she
wait,
went
so-
into a tree.
Yeah.
Cassiopeia, and then we have. Yeah, but like
Calcifer didn't
probably.
take it.
Wait, oh,
He didn't.
okay.
No, he
Calcifer
didn't
didn't take
take it.
Poor baby, he should have. Well, I mean, I guess that's the only one that's like free now, isn't it? I guess so.
There'd be two free.
Yeah, there'd be
There'd
two
be the wolf
free.
pelt one and the other one
You made
because
four. You made four though. Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
Barinade
hang on a
doesn't-
minute, Zephyr. Why didn't I make one for Calcifer?
That was you made the 4. Because you said 2
And
people
there's
would
6
be.
of us.
Yeah, but 2 people are going to be on watch at any one time, and Cassiopeia sleeps in a tree. So even if
Yeah,
there was
that's
one person
true,
on
yeah.
watch, yeah. I
yeah,
did
so
the
there's-
math,
yeah, so-
motherfucker. Don't
Okay.
doubt me.
All
I'll
right.
go and sleep.
Yeah, so
Because
the
I
wolf
knew
pelt one is the only one
Cassiopeia
that's free.
wouldn't take a tent, so I assumed you would also know that.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, don't worry. My mind just had a momentary blip. Don't worry.
Okay,
Zeph, thank
I
you for
will.
reminding me. By the way, I'll get that when we wake up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay,
Forgot
I'm
about
just
that.
gonna go to bed and think of
Who else has?
Oh.
things. What the fuck did you forget about? I swear to God, I'm not.
Don't worry
fucking
about it.
Find out in
interested.
the morning.
Hey, you'll find out in the morning.
Good fucking night. I'm
Okay.
going to bed.
I believe it was agreed that Kretash would take the 4-hour watch.
I
as he
would take
doesn't-
the 4-hour watch. Yeah.
And it goes without incident.
I am
You-
shocked.
I'm shocked as well, but yeah. Look,
Like the
I can live
first,
with
I'll be honest. I messaged Malachi. The moment, like and nothing happens, and I just went, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry." Like if something's gonna happen, it's now gonna be you on your own.
That's okay.
No, it goes without incident.
That's okay.
You guys did a good watch. You did well. And you hear the sort of the sounds of the nighttime life retreating to the trees. In Cassiopeia, you are woken by the warm rays of sun hitting your face. You open your eyes and you can see there are grey clouds kind of about the area. But right now it's nice, bright, sunny day. And your feathers are warmed by sunlight.
Ooh.
Wa, you sort of naturally wake up at sunrise. Takumi as well.
Yeah.
You know, Takumi, for you, training would begin at sunrise, so you are used to this. And Seelia, you are the last to wake up, just naturally. And one by one, you'll all kind of make your way down to the campfire. Calcifer will have been up in the last hour of Kretash's watch, just sharpening his axe with a whetstone that he carries with him. And you will all be reunited, and the floor will be open.
And
I would
there
like
was
to
no incident, right, guys? Everyone was fine. Nothing fancy happened.
Oh well, we did get raided last night.
Do we?
No.
I keep sleeping through the fights.
Yo, who did we get raided by? Shout out to that person. Let's go.
What, Raid Shadow
Cassiopeia.
Legends?
Banned. While you're banned.
Yes!
They're both
No,
banned.
2.5%.
Cassiopeia,
Um,
sorry, might I bother you for a second?
I really don't like being bothered, but I'm here if you need me for anything.
May I please have the rod?
Do I even have the rod? I think I already gave
Yeah,
it back.
No, you've got it.
Let's
I
find
know.
out. Do I have it?
You should have it.
'Cause I think you already took it back from me.
Did I? It's not in my inventory.
Well, it's not
I
in
think
mine,
it
and I
might.
keep a very, very meticulous check of it, so I don't have it. I'm sorry, Kretash, I don't have the rod.
have you
Do I
guys managed to
actually
use
already
it?
have that back?
I think you do. I think Cassiopeia gave it back to you.
Yeah, you asked for it
I
back
think,
last episode.
Oh, did I do that last
You
episode?
asked for it back because
Oh, that'd be
Cassiopeia was
why.
only borrowing it. Cassiopeia made a point of returning it to you
Yeah.
because she didn't want to take it from you.
plus with the amount of like
yeah.
weird stuff I have in my inventory, I'm keeping like a very detailed, up to date
I was
notes.
Alright, well, I'll add that back then.
It goes, oh, there
Yeah,
it is. It's in your inventory.
Genuinely, oh, look, it's magic.
It
What do you
is.
think that? It's like it's a magic item or something.
Oh wow.
I like the idea of just being like
Imagine.
lost somewhere, just frozen in space.
Genuinely,
Hey,
yeah,
editing stuff out.
I
Add a
have no
laugh
idea.
track in here.
Oh, you're an asshole.
As a question, Zephyr, obviously it's sunrise, so the sun isn't fully up yet, is it?
No.
So as with the way the trees, how's it looking light-wise in our little encampment?
It's honestly the trees provide
Is
their
it
own
pr-
sort of
it-
luminescence. So even at night,
Okay.
you've not needed torches or anything like that. The trees, they have this sort of glow about them.
I was about to say, is
Okay.
it bright enough to hurt my eyes yet?
Yes, any kind of sunlight whatsoever is too much for you. Although the bioluminescence from the trees is very comfortable. Yes, the floor is open.
I'm not sure about all of you, but I would like to get somewhat of an early start to our trek, if possible. But, Celia, if you'd like to go over some of that other stuff, we can certainly take a look at it on the way.
Yeah, sure. I'm guessing you're like. She's guessing
Yeah.
you're referring to the magic stuff.
Yeah.
But also is a little dazed and confused because she just woke up and she's like she's just like, what are we looking at? Is it scarves, knives, like blood, books, you know? But yeah,
Blood in the
there's
books were fun.
Yeah. I think we have different definitions of fun, but
Probably. Very, very likely.
At this point,
Yeah.
Cassiopeia runs up to you, Kretash.
I didn't do it.
I think I missed it, but it actually was in my inventory. Here you go.
oh no!
She hands you the rod.
You had it.
I did have it.
I swear I remember you
had
gave
it. I fucking.
or
It's-
you go give it back. Kretash said no for whatever reason.
Maybe, but I actually do have it. It's in green, italicized, and it's in the other screen. So you were right. I do have it.
Unbelievable. I keep a meticulous inventory.
See, it wasn't there.
Fucking hell.
My inventory is more sorted than I have, at least.
Cool. I'll make an effort to kind of because obviously the tents were all made from like natural resources mostly. I'm going to attempt to dismantle it, so then creatures in the woods are still going to be able to utilize the resources if they need to.
Yep, you're able to do that without much trouble.
Yeah, and also
And take
put my
your pelt.
take my pelt back.
Okay. Yep, you're able to do that.
Yeah, and then just say, I hope it was comfy.
It was, thank you. You should have used it, but
I'm used to sleeping
Since
in rougher
he didn't.
places.
but I'm like when I say like when he didn't, and I'm just gonna look at Kretash a little side eye. But also,
Looking at him a little
Yeah.
sus.
I am gonna ban you. You're on thin ice.
No, I'm not on thin ice. I'm not the one that makes the ground icy.
Zeph,
Thank
do you
you,
want to do
Shadow.
it, or do you want me to do it?
The thing is, if I kick
I'll
him,
do it.
if I kick him from the
What do you
call,
do?
it'll fuck up the cameras.
Oh no, I didn't mean that. I was just gonna throw an ice knife at him.
No,
I
no,
like if you guys
okay.
want to do PvP, like we've already established, I'm not against it, but I'm not gonna enforce it.
I like
I'll
it.
just
Player versus Pixie. I'm
I'll
ready.
just in
Let's
between
just
all of us.
get going.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yes, let's.
Okay, and you will begin traveling down the road to the south and to the east.
What can I make a point of saying? My sword shield directly in hand, as though preparing,
That
like
is,
on constant lookout.
that's
And I'm
fine.
40 feet above the party.
Yep, that is fine. And you
And I am
travel.
playing with this.
You travel for a couple hours without much incident until Cassiopeia. You see two figures on the road. They seem
They're
large,
glowing gold.
sort of. They are about 2 miles down the road from
Okay.
from where the party is at this sort of crossroads.
Okay. She'll drop down discreetly. She'll kind of like make it look like she's just a little, just a bird. Just oh, there's a tree over there, and then get to the party.
Did you see something?
Yes,
What's up?
I see two figures, 2 miles down the road, more or less.
Any details?
They seem like they might be large. Can't make out anything else from that distance.
Hmm. Okay.
Just a heads up.
Directly.
We could go off the path and around.
Zephyr, did they look like they were following the road?
They stopped at the crossroads.
They've stopped at the crossroads.
We
Is
could
that the
always
crossroads you're coming up to?
Yes.
Okay.
we could always get closer, stick to the edges of the pathways to allow Cassiopeia to take an aerial view to get a closer look, see whether they're going to be friend or foe.
I can be sneaky in the sky. I can stay low to the trees.
Do we think that there's a chance that this is an ambush?
They are standing in the middle of the road.
If it were an ambush,
They
then
would be the bait.
they would be the bait.
They might also
And
just
there
be
were-
lost travelers or merchants. But we don't know yet.
True.
What about, theoretically, a counter ambush?
That's why I thought setting up by the road whilst Cassiopeia goes,
Well-
look, if we're on the edges, we're not in plain view, we then send one of us out as bait if they do look like foe and see what happens.
We'll need to determine. Right. We'll need to determine if they are either one or the other first. But
I'll go take a closer look. I'll remain
Okay.
stealthed if I can.
Roll stealth.
I can.
Okay.
I will
Am I gonna
also
be the bait?
slowly creep up. And
I
no,
can-
I will be the bait.
Just wait, before Kretash goes off. You want to be the bait, the guy that. The squishy guy.
So
Yes.
I was
No.
going to suggest. I
Think
could.
about it. Think about it like
Except-
this. You want somebody who looks squishy. I look squishy.
You-
Let's be honest.
you are squishy, and I'm gonna
Exactly.
pinch him.
Exactly. Which means they're not really going to be expecting the rest of the brutes to be hiding in the foliage.
I'm sorry, what
If
did
we
you
just
just call us all
sent out
brutes?
Yes,
I
I did
like
call
it.
you all brutes.
I like it.
Because
Cassiopeia
quite
is a
frankly,
brute.
all of you can handle yourselves quite well.
I vote that the person who is least conspicuous goes, which in this case is Takumi, because we've established already that people here don't really like half elves or drolls or whatever warlocks.
Okay.
Question
To
mark.
put another way, what if they're ambushing specifically racially? Our first person, Takumi, gets through. We attempt to go through, and they
We go
catch us.
we surround. That's the thing. We go around. We're not gonna like. He's gonna
And
take the
we
main
happen
road.
to
Well,
run
we
into
can't-
somebody that's
we-
in the
we
bushes
can't go.
preparing to ambush.
What if
You've seen how the people in Needle Serena reacted to me, so I'm in just
Right.
as much the same situation as you two. Takumi
Right.
is the only one that would be able to go through. That's not enough people to
Right, I
surround.
see what's happening here. Let's
No,
determine what the context is here first, and then we'll see who
Yes.
should.
Then we'll decide. Yes.
Because we're going off of no context at all. So
No.
let's see.
But we don't
So,
want to discuss this when we get too close, because in case we then lose
Of
any
course.
form of element of surprise.
We're gonna turn around after the discussion. Like, all right, let's go. They're gonna be here.
I would like to address
I will.
that Cassiopeia has rolled a 7.
Don't God, she felt
Big
it.
bird. Big bird in the sky. Big bird.
Cassiopeia,
right.
as you soar into the
Wait, hold on before
sky.
she leaves. She has one more theory that she wants to ask the party.
Okay.
You've already rolled stealth, mate. You've
No,
already
it's
Right.
fine. No, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. They can say their
She's stealth
piece.
with the party. She's from the trees. Like her eyes are like. What if one of them always tells the truth and one of them always lies? Okay, she'll go.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
I am also going to attempt to sneak up and see what is going on. Because I'm nosy.
I would like you
As
to.
well.
And now
Right,
follow
hold
the
on,
fucking
hold on, because we need to address that Cassiopeia's already rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
So can we all.
She's in the sky.
Cassiopeia, you
She's
will
fine.
soar a mile ahead to scout them out. And these two figures will look up at you as your wings glisten in the morning sun, the starlight shining. And they will point up at you, and one of them will sort of bash the other and shake his head. And they will continue walking up the road towards the party. Now, Cassiopeia, whilst you have been spotted, you also spot them, and you can see that the two of them are these sort of grotesque, human-like figures. But both of them have been altered. They have like these kind of dragon-like scales done in patchwork over their skin. One of them, they have got this an entire dragon leg stitched on instead of their own. They each wield like this big club made of wood, and these kind of like almost nail-like pieces protruding from them. And you will see in particular, like they're both sort of in the bare sort of rags. And they will both have these like dragon-like claws sewn onto their arms.
It's kind of cool, actually.
And each one of them will have one eye, which has a sort of stitching all around it. And again, all over the body, these sort of red scales.
Okay. Now, Cassiopeia thinks she's stealthing, although she's clearly doing a very poor job of it. So, while she's flying in the sky, I think once she gets close enough, there's gonna be like trees nearby. She's gonna like dart down into the trees and like just take a peek from the bushes.
Okay. And you will sort of dart down using your roll of 7. One of them will look over to
I love
you.
this.
Arakokra.
I would call out what you are, but I'm not quite sure.
We are.
Wait a minute, how can you see me? Do you have some sort of supervision?
You are shiny.
But I am hidden.
And the other one will go, you respond to our questions.
Well, only because you asked.
We hear where you are. You landed in the bush, therefore we see where you are with our dragon's eye.
Very impressive.
We do
Just
wish...
step out of the bushes.
Okay. And as you all slowly make your way forward, I will let you position yourselves wherever you would like to be, but please do direct your
Wait.
attention to roll 20.
Have a map.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, these are big. These are big.
Oh god. She's
Oh god.
Oh, it's such a pretty forest. Oh my god. I love this area.
You may position yourselves wherever you like.
You made this?
I made
I'd like
this.
to be able to, but I apparently can't
Right,
move
position.
myself, but
Do
I
you
can move
not have?
Seelia.
Do you not have? Why has it
Don't
shifted the?
touch me.
Hold on.
Wait, I can also move Seelia.
Why is it?
Stop touching me.
Hold on. The code is
You just dragged me to a bush.
Wait, why can I move?
the
Celia?
code is
Oh,
the code is broken again. One moment.
I mean, I'm fine.
There we go. I fixed the
Right,
problem.
Have you?
Yeah, I wanna.
There we
Oh.
go.
You have.
I have.
I'm not there. I would like to sneak around.
Actually, if we
here.
went on the path, I'd probably go here actually. So just covered, just about covered, but still just
Okay.
like on the edge of the path.
Okay. They will speak to Cassiopeia as she steps out.
Also, Zephyr, I have like a. Once it's Cassiopeia's turn to speak again, I want to run something by me.
Yep, sure. But they will say to you,
Oh no!
you fly, and you can see far from the sky. Perhaps you can help us on our quest.
Yeah, what is it that you seek? Might I also say that your scales, she'll point to the grotesque scales, are quite lovely. She's attempting to be charming.
They were a gift to us from our mistress.
I see.
They are
A lovely gift.
They are converting us into dragonkind. The superior
Dragonborn, or-
kind. Dragons are the superior species, and we are
Superior to
loyal
which-
to the dragons.
I see.
Therefore,
Are
we
you
will
dragons?
become them. One day, when enough scales and limbs have been perfected, we will be dragon.
Okay, I support you in this journey.
We support you in supporting us.
Very kind of you.
But we do have a quest. And the other one will
What is your
perch
quest?
up. We are looking for a girl called Soleil.
I see.
Their mother misses them.
Malachi.
We know that they are near Nila Serena. Her brother tracked them. Well, step brother. Half brother.
Vine to a moment here.
Adopted,
Thud.
I think.
Back the fuck up and hide. Back the fuck up and hide.
I see.
I see Celia moving back, so I will just take the hint and move back.
Is that by any chance a common name?
If you two are going to move beyond that tree, you're going to have to roll stealth again, because that would be within
Also,
their line of
can they
sight.
hear this?
Everyone can hear this. These guys are not bothering to be quiet.
Actually,
But yeah, Seelia
it's
and
glitching for
Takumi.
me a little. Wait. So, can everyone move the map? Is that why it's?
If you right click, you can move the map around.
Yeah.
God. Ooh.
If
I'll
you
just go
hold
this
the mouse, you
Okay.
can also move it omnidirectional.
Okay, because it was just randomly flashing. I think it's fine. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
roll
if
more
you're gonna move to a different tree, you'd have to roll stealth because they'd be able to see you going from the pink one to the green one.
Yeah. Same tree I was at.
Okay.
Just
I'm just gonna be stood there wondering, why on earth are they moving?
Is that a common name by any chance?
It is a last name.
Is it a common last name?
I
I
do
don't really
not know.
understand the concept of what a last name is.
I'm gonna sneak up behind Wa and whisper to him. Wa, you and I should be fine. We need to potentially try to avoid conflict here.
Huh.
Let's just say
I never thought I would hear those words coming from your mouth.
there are certain members in our party who do not wish to be here right now. We need to go.
Oh, they're looking for...
Yes, shut up. We need to go.
Cassiopeia, if I could hear your response again, please. To them saying they are looking, they've said they don't know if it's a common name or not.
I don't actually remember what she said, so we're gonna retcon it. She's gonna say something new now.
Okay.
She's gonna
Okay.
pull out her Everlit candle and ask, "Do you know what this is?"
It is a candle.
You passed the test.
You passed.
I told you I'm smart. You are still
I'm-
idiot.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
Wow.
Alright,
We are
okay,
thoroughly impressed by your shining wings.
thank you. I grew them myself.
This arm was not grown by me. A dragon was killed and I was given it to be perfected.
Who killed the dragon?
It was a group. I believe there was a spider and a big, angry barbarian.
A spider and a big angry barbarian. Would you?
There were others, but I do not remember.
Do you remember their names?
No.
It was a good spider.
Yeah. Good spider.
Very
Also,
good spider.
I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Cassiopeia. Might I ask what your names are?
I am Rob.
Rob.
He,
Go on, Rob.
he
Fucking
is
Rob.
Ron.
Robin, run.
Rob and Ron.
Robin, run.
Okay, on the map, which one is which?
Right, who redeemed the channel point redemption for these names?
No, they didn't. They are the first ones I came
Oh,
up with.
okay.
Rob is B because I've decided that.
Okay, all right. That's easy to remember. If I do find any information about your quest, where can I contact you?
We were sent from the observatory, earned by the old man and the bird. Looked a bit like you.
Do you know anything about this bird or the old man?
The bird had a more orange beak. The old man had a big beard. I believe
How
his
big was
name
the beard
was Lillian. The beard
Vivian?
went Liz something. His
Okay,
beard
Lillian
went.
and Liz something. Understood.
The beard went to about this, and he sort of points to about 6 centimeters below his chin.
Understood. 6 centimeters below the chin.
Whilst
you.
this is going on,
Mhm.
I just want to, before Kretash, before you'd walked away, I would say if needs be to get out, I'll cause a distraction and you get those guys out of there and I'll follow along. Head back the way we came to the enclosure. Encampment.
No, let's try to sneak around them if we can.
Yes, if we can. If we can't, contingency plan.
Look, Cassiopeia has been distracted for quite a while.
Yes, I'm aware. That's why I said to Kretash, worst case scenario.
I'm gonna. After I get to here, I'm gonna. It's such a bad move. I'm gonna dart down here.
Roll stealth with advantage due to
Fucking-
the distraction. You get advantage because like
Cassiopeia's
that's not.
keeping them in
They're not
ambush, so I will
looking in
take
that direction.
So the first roll's 18 plus 2 is 20.
Yep.
Second roll's 11.
With
So
yep,
20.
you get there clean. They don't even notice.
All right. If I was to sneak beyond these tree lines down here and behind, would I need another roll?
No, you can do that with your current roll. But if you were going onto the dirt, you'll have to roll stealth.
So I'm going to about there. Is that all right? Or
Yep, that's
It is.
fine. Any more than that would be another stealth roll.
Yeah.
Bird, do you know
That's
where
me.
we can find a half elf with yellow hair?
A half elf with yellow hair. If I was looking for a half elf with yellow hair,
At this point, I'm going to dart out
Realization
here
hits.
and just shake my head rapidly.
Roll
No.
stealth.
Oh
'Cause
no.
You're
Okay.
coming out into the light
Did
now.
the realization hit?
18.
Cassiopeia hasn't connected the dots, no.
You are clear for now, Kretash. You can dart back into the trees.
I'm gonna
Um,
dart across if I can.
I'm not
I'll
quite
allow
sure.
it. Yep.
While this is going on, I'm going to pick up a moderately sized rock from the ground. Just pick it up. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
I'm
I have a
scared.
question
What?
as well.
Okay.
So, like, on our way up here, I'm noticing all these crystals that adorn the sides. Do these look like the
They are moonstone.
crystal
They are moonstone. They're all moonstone.
normal
Don't
moonstone?
fuck-
Moonstone.
I see they're purple. I didn't touch any of them.
They are moonstone. They
Okay.
are what you're
Okay.
familiar with.
Okay.
They're normally purple when there's magic around, so it's fine. You did
I'd hope so.
Don't worry. Yeah, no, that's just the closest I could get to the color with the map maker.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If there
Through,
was concern, I would tell you. Believe me. Right,
Zach,
Cassie.
through this tree line, am I able to signal these two at all, or are they out of sight?
They're
from
out
me?
of sight. And I'm gonna go back to
Yes.
Cassiopeia for a moment.
Yeah.
I
Right.
think maybe you could check a hair salon at the city center that does yellow hair.
Love that. Love that answer.
We were told they moved to near Serena.
Yellow-haired
Hair-
elves?
Hair parlor in New York.
The half elf went from
Half-elf.
the human city to Elven city.
Well, it sounds
Our-
like you have more information than I do.
Our mister saw it through his moonstone that he stole.
Thief.
You
So-
call that from the tree. What was
Thief!
that? It's like heckling from the trees.
We were told to go to Niserine and
I haven't heard of
But-
Niserine.
find the Soleil that went missing.
I see. What does
But
the
dude-
yellow-haired half-elf have to do with this?
Her mother misses her, and her adopted brother is
Sure.
very angry that she misses her.
I see.
I'm angry and sad.
Well, I'm sorry I can't be of more help, but I'll keep those names in mind.
If you see Soleil, take her to the Chroma. They will take her home.
To the chroma?
The Chroma.
Dichroma.
The Chroma.
Is that a place?
It is the cult that follows the dragons. Her mother is a member of the Chroma.
Okay, this is a lot of information. I'll keep this in mind. Do I
Thank
have
you.
anything to write this down on him?
Yeah, I would say each character has their own sort of notebook.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, she'll write all of this down in her notebook so she doesn't
Okay.
forget.
Thank you, bird friend. If we see other
No worries.
bird friend, we will tell them that you are nice.
If I see any other dragon friends, I'll let them know that you are also fairly nice.
Tell them that Rob is better than Bob.
I thought it was Ron. Who's Bob?
Idiot.
Bob is idiot. Bob is idiot.
I see, okay.
He is.
Rob is better than Bob.
Yes, he was the
I will
other
pass it on.
one that got lost.
Oh, so there's a third one of you.
Yes.
Oh,
I'll keep an eye out in that case.
Bob,
Should I-
Robin.
Bob, Robin, and Ron. Oh my god. Should I, if we run into, and by we I mean the royal we, if we run into Bob, should I let them
You
know
are
where
royalty?
you're? I might be.
They both bow.
Cassiopeia kind of freaks out and she bows back.
oh, the plan that I just thought of would have definitely worked.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm gonna share it once this is done though.
Okay.
No need to bow.
We will
subjects.
go to the city and find Soleil
Good luck
and
in your
tell
quest.
them that she is somewhere there.
Okay, I will keep an eye out for Bob.
Thank you. Remember, he is idiot.
I'll remember. I'll be sure to tell him.
Oh gosh.
And they will both start walking.
Son.
She'll kind of wave them off, like, just.
They'll both start walking.
Yeah, I realised that I couldn't stealth along with you, Kretash, because I have disadvantage because of my armor. So I was like, I can't move.
Well, you would have been at a flat roll.
Either way, do
It's-
you want to
yeah.
trust the regular flat roll?
No.
Well, I was gonna be a surprise. Not gonna lie, I was expecting some sort of crazy encounter and a possible
So-
fight.
So
You
was
have no
I.
idea.
So was I. But you did it.
So
Oh,
do you know?
I'm
I
impressed.
had three. I had three ideas. The last one I had was after Kretash had gone. My last idea was after everyone else had gone, I was going to cut myself a bit to make it look like I've been in a battle, and then just deceive my way to tell them that she'd been killed.
That who's been killed?
Me, apparently. I was
That
killed.
would have got you in trouble.
That
Wait,
would have
you-
gotten.
That would have got you in a lot of trouble. That would have
Celia,
backfired
why
on
would
you so
Celia be
quickly.
dead?
And that's why it was the
What
last
is
plan.
Seelia?
Hmm.
And then the other plan, the reason I had the rock was I was going to cast light on it and throw it in their faces. Then we could just, then you guys could just run and scatter.
Let's continue and maybe after credits continue this.
Hmm.
'Cause- oh god, that could have
Cassiopeia
gone
will-
so wrong.
I'm gonna
Go-
dart over to where I last saw Takumi and Seelia.
Yeah, well done, Barinade, from saving them from an encounter.
That wasn't me. That
Yes.
was all Cassiopeia.
I also want to point out,
Oh my God.
Cassiopeia would have, if Kretash hadn't gone, "Ugh!"
Yeah, would have been fine.
Hmm.
All right.
Hey, better safe than sorry. I'd rather be safe knowing that
Look,
Cassiopeia's not gonna
Cassiopeia has
say
made
anything.
absolutely no connections to anything. She's thinking, like, what on earth do any of these things have to do with our party?
So I take it you heard all of that.
Yes.
I'm gonna nod slowly. So
TheMrWa, may we have a moment?
I feel the cat's out of the bag.
All the same, some privacy
not-
would be appreciated.
Oh, not disputing. Just
I'll talk to in a little bit, and like I'm gonna talk to Kretash first before I address the party.
So who's
But-
talking to who
yeah.
right now?
Like before we like go, I'm just gonna see like my mom and I did not leave on a good note, as you can kind of guess.
They said she was your. Is that your
let's
mom, your step mom, or
let's have
They
them have their
said-
conversation, and then
Okay.
then they can then let them talk first, and they can come back to us when they want to talk. Tell us about what's going on. Takumi. Just let's respect their privacy.
okay?
Over here.
And with that, I actively try and overhit. No, I'm joking.
I'm leaving.
Right.
Right.
Now, the only thing that they know is that it was referring to you. I had to try and make sure that they understood that we need to be careful here. The problem that we face is that they've just mentioned the lookout where we intend to go. I'm not sure how I feel about delivering you directly to them.
That is a good point. I could disguise myself.
I think that would be wise.
But so
Um,
I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, how long can you keep up your disguise?
I mean, I have it as a like a what's the word? Like I have it as a equipment.
You can use a
Oh, you have
disguise kit,
disguise kit.
and
Yeah.
depending on the how well you
What?
do with the disguise kit is how long it will last.
I wasn't sure if she had a
Uh,
disguise kit or whether she had disguise self.
I do not have disguise self, but I do have
I,
disguise kit. And what do I roll deception
We'll
or what
cover that
what is?
when you use it.
I was gonna say, and I'll I'll give her help with that.
How far can the disguise? Wait, let me see. Create smell props. Like I don't really know how far can you like change yourself with the disguise self.
Consider it like it's not physically changing. It's like makeup, it's wigs, it's outfits, very small props. Like, because you
Mm-hmm.
are a bard, you're a traveling entertainer, so you know you kind of have this. It's sort of used to put on a face from show to show.
Okay, so I will put on a wig and kind of let's go with like a brown wig and kind of style it so that the hairstyle like covers the tips of my ears
Yep.
and just gonna go with I don't I do have like it says like costumes and stuff. Um hmm I don't know what a good idea for like an outfit change would be because like this current outfit like I've already outfit swapped since the last time they saw me so but I will I guess put on like some sort of like a probably a long flowy dress that's like as uncharacteristic for like
Mhm.
Seelia normally as possible. So
Okay. You don't
yeah.
have to do any rolls at this time. But people can insight you if they are suspicious,
Okay. Um
and that insight will be played against your deception roll. Should the need arise.
okay. And I'm guessing I do carry like a was it a ukulele? I can't remember. I have it in my heart as a I think it's a lute
Yeah,
or
you have a
something.
lute.
I do have a lute. Can it fit in Kretash's bag? How big is the bag?
No, a lute
Or like
would
my
not
bag?
fit in his bag.
A ukulele would.
It's not a
Um,
ukulele, it's a lute.
damn it. Does anyone else look like they have like a larger backpack
Lute,
thing?
a lute is a piece of equipment. You wouldn't be able to store it in a bag. So that's the kind of thing that you have slung around your person. It's not the kind of thing you can put into a travel pack.
I mean, I know it's big, but like, it's still
It's
like
it's
I
a,
don't
it's a
know.
two-handed string instrument. Like it's not like you might have you could in theory have a case to carry it with, but that's not really a thing. So it would be on a leather strap that you would sling around you and carry on your person.
Uh, hmm. Would you like to be a bard for a day? I'm gonna look at Kretash and hold out the lute.
Sure. Sort of hesitantly take this weird instrument.
Okay. And yeah, again, gonna like check about the marks and stuff. Maybe apply some lipstick and some I don't know.
Eyeshadow.
Yeah, like something more vibrant than my natural look.
All right, yep, you do so.
Okay. Well, will this do? Just gonna look at Ritash like.
I think for now that should do, yes. And I will leave it to you to explain whatever you wish to explain to the rest.
Yeah.
My lips
Okay.
are sealed as far as the things that I've done.
Yeah. Oh, also, what did the book say exactly?
The red book.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you could
if
if
you
you could
can
hear
if you
this,
can read, it, you are ready. Blood for blood.
but it said it if you can read.
I believe it was meaning the inscriptions on the page that were showing up that I could see.
To clarify, it did not say if you can. It just said if you read this, then you are ready.
Read if you
I thought
read
it said
this, then
can.
you are.
I'll go back and check that. But yeah,
It shouldn't have. It
Okay,
should have
never mind.
been if you read this.
if you read
If you
this, you're
read
ready.
this. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. Yeah. Okay, let's head back to the group.
Let's push on.
Okay.
No,
Takumi and Wa, you will see them both return to you. If you were doing anything together, let me know now. Or...
No.
Okay. You
No,
see the
I
two
don't
come
think so.
back. Seelia in a very different getup than what you're used to.
Huh. Okay, makes sense.
So basically, I did. What did I mention to Wa earlier? Like, I did mention to him that I was like part of a family that's like magical,
Yeah, well,
right?
it's so I know about there being magic, but what I don't know, but what there's stuff that I've assumed based on what you've said out loud when I've been within earshot. But what all I know
Oh,
is that you have some form of magic, and now I know that your mother's looking for you. That's all that myself as a character knows as fact.
okay. Yeah, because I can't remember what exactly like I told you because I know I told you like straight out that like yeah,
Mhm.
I think it was mainly the
And
magic thing, not the
I
yeah.
made it clear to you that I've assumed who I think you are based on what's happened so far.
Did you?
Yeah,
Sorry,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
he
can't.
did say that.
So
Okay.
Celia knows that what War thinks, and whether you want to confirm that or not is obviously up to you. But
Okay. Um. Okay. So basically, my mother is looking for me. She is not a good person. She is very into I don't know how to say it. Trinkets, magic, which apparently I have. Um and apparently I have a stepbrother or something, which is news to me. So, hey, wow, we have something in common.
hey, imagine
Even
having
more
family members and not knowing about them, eh?
yeah, I know, right? Oh, I also yeah.
Yeah.
That's new for me too. Um, but so I really should not go to her. Hopefully you all can help me not be discovered because she is not like, oh, like I'm not a lost child. I'm not a rebellious teen or anything. I'm like she is borderline like evil, thieving, cruel woman as you can kind of maybe tell by the company she keeps and the modifications done on those
Cassiopeia, you see
So,
another figure coming.
robs.
Okay.
hello, Bob.
I'm
oh no, it's Bob.
I'm further
Oh,
down the path already at this point because I don't know where they're hidden. The rest of the party, so she's just been walking.
Yeah.
So
oh,
And you
okay.
running into Bob.
get to
Mm-hmm.
about here on the map. I've had to move you a little bit due to spacing. Because I didn't expect this to go the way it did, but it did. So
You were expecting us to fight.
I fully support the creativity, but there is another
She's
figure.
waddling on.
Bob.
Excuse
Joe,
me.
one way or another, we always find a way to screw over what he expects to happen.
No, it's not screwing over if I think it's creative and fun.
It's an alt path.
Alright. But yes, you will see
Excuse
this
me.
this figure in front of you again with the red scales and dragon-like limbs. Hello
Excuse me.
there.
Hello. You wouldn't by any chance happen to know a yellow-haired half-elf named Seelia, would you?
That is, in fact, the individual that my brothers or I are looking for at this moment.
Oh, you must be Bob.
My name is Robert, but if that is what they wish to call me, so be it.
I'm meant to deliver a message that Rob thinks or says that you're an idiot. That he's better than you.
And it is very clear to me, my feathered friend, that those two got the strength and I got the intelligence of a dragon.
I see.
We are looking
That
for an
was-
individual named Seelia Soleil.
Vine boom moment.
Cassiopeia kind of just like has in a cold sweat, like kind of looks past him.
Don't
Oh
look.
no!
Don't look. Don't look.
Because the other two didn't say the first name before.
He didn't say the first name.
She is an adoptive daughter of the individual I work for and a member of the Chroma cult.
We don't hear this, do we?
No, you guys
I-
do not hear
Oh,
that.
we're way
He
far away.
is not
Yeah, I-
nearly as
We are
brash.
on the way,
Yes.
but we don't hear this
So
yet.
the bitch was listening when I
We-
was talking. That's good to know. Continue. Sorry. Zephyr knows what I'm talking about.
But yes, we are aware from a ritual that her mother's son performed that she went from Gaidanas in Neela Serena in a matter of moments.
I see.
We're currently looking for her now.
I heard as much from your brothers.
Yes. Her mother is very concerned and wishes her to be returned to Neverwinter, where she can be safe from the people of Trinity Isle who wish to use her for her magic.
I see.
Fine.
If I do find this
Celia,
person, yes, them, I'll be sure to pass on the message.
look for the red wing. That is the insignia to show
The
the presence of the
red wing.
chroma. Yes.
Cassiopeia looks confused now. Cold sweat now gone. Okay.
Have you seen a half-elf bard with golden hair?
Yes.
If you could point me in her direction, I
This
would
is meant in
be
general.
most gratified, and you will be rewarded.
Well, I mean, I've seen a bard like that before in the past during my life. Not recently though, and certainly not with a red wing.
She does not carry the red wing.
Where did she leave it?
She is not aware of her mother's affiliation.
Who is her mother affiliated with?
Her mother is affiliated with the Chroma cult, a cult of dragons who wish to serve Tiamat and bring back her pure-blood child.
Is the Chroma cult in any way related to the Chroma cult?
So you have met my brothers.
I have.
They are not very linguistically gifted.
They seem to speak quite fluently, from what I could tell.
They speak, but they do not say much.
Men
In
of
any
simple
event,
words.
if you've seen Celia, I do request you notify us as soon as possible, so that we may protect her from Queen Tree.
I'll keep that in mind. Queen Tree.
Yes, the Queen of Neela Serena.
I think I may have met this Queen Tree.
You've met the Queen of Neela Serena?
I've met a large tree.
My friend, she is an elf.
My friend, she's dead. My friend,
Catch this off.
I'm sorry, I loved watching Rai's confusion before the realization.
my friend.
I'm slow today. It's fine.
I see. Never mind in that case.
Do you have any information that will be beneficial to my search?
Your brothers went down that way, and she'll point Bob in the right direction.
Very
Hold on, wait a
well.
minute. Where did you just come from?
I came from the plains.
I meant which one of these two roads did you take? There's a fork in the road, and I just want to make sure I'm taking the correct path.
I took the one to the east. That will take you to the plains. The one to the south, I do not know where it goes, but it is of no importance to me.
I see, thank you.
Have a good day, Arakokra.
You too, Robert.
Thank you for using my proper name. And he will start slowly moving up the road. I'll give you guys
Can I-
time
As he
to read.
starts slowly moving, when will we notice him?
This is the point where you'll notice him.
Okay. Huh. It's
Hide.
up to you guys, but there's only one of them, and he's the intelligent one.
Hide.
You would
Get
not
rid
have
of the
heard the.
intelligent
You
one.
didn't
We
hear
don't
the
know that.
conversation. You didn't hear the conversation
Yeah.
between Robert
I
and Cassiopeia.
am-
That's another
I
one coming.
am
Hide.
going to keep walking past him and sort of like full mask on and everything put up, and sort of just give him a brief nod as I go past, and hope he doesn't really pay much attention.
If I may
Oh.
be a bother to you, What-
Yes, sir.
you are male. Never mind. And he will carry on.
Damn, shut down. What the hell?
And out of sight. And you'll sort of see these dragon-like prints left behind as he walks up the road.
I'm gonna circle around, move up. I'm gonna peer over. What do I see on the road looking down?
Cassiopeia walking down the road.
Cassie,
Huh?
Cassie, Cassiopeia over here, behind you.
Is that you, Takumi?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
We're on the lookout for somebody who looks exactly like Seelia with the same name, but with a red wing.
Okay. What
But
What
also,
did you? What else have you learned from your talks with the three that passed?
well,
Anything important?
they're on the search for somebody who looks like Seelia, last name Soleil. I don't quite understand what her last name is. I don't know if
Okay.
Seelia has one.
You'll have
Honey?
to ask her.
Honey,
Like Seelia,
hi. So I've
you-
like
do you have a twin?
done a disguise and stuff. Like now I don't really look like myself. I have like a brown wig on and a
Ah.
long flowy dress, and my ears are covered. How do you react? I'm just gonna approach, and I'm gonna say,
Stranger
Honey.
danger.
Hello,
no.
I'm Cassiopeia. It's nice to meet you. Takumi, is this your sister?
Should I tell Cassie what? What do you want?
It's okay. I can. Cassie, can you keep a secret?
Where am I keeping it?
In your
your mind.
head. Yes,
In
and
your head.
don't tell anyone other than our party. For now, just keep
So
this.
us four, like
Yeah,
5. Also, we have like Calcifer with
and
us as well.
Calcifer.
He must
Yes.
be
Calcifer's been
speaking.
following Kretash the entire time.
Yeah.
Which does,
Yeah.
He left you guys alone for your conversation, but otherwise
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just been with Kretash the entire time.
Yeah.
I can
Us
I can
five.
try.
Yeah, Cassie, I'm Seelia,
Hi, Seelia.
and I'm just gonna I'm the same Seelia.
Wait, you're Seelia?
Not so loudly.
No, okay.
I was
Yeah.
waiting for Cassiopeia to
So,
fly over to Bob and be like, "Hey, I found her!"
so we're not gonna tell anyone I'm Seelia, okay?
Okay, are you our Seelia or are you Seelia Soleil?
I am both.
Oh,
And neither. But both. Let's say
and
both.
neither?
And for that matter, I do believe a new name should be in order, don't you?
Hi, Kretash.
Hi.
Oh god.
Are we picking a new name in that case?
I guess a new name is would be a good idea.
Right.
But I don't
And,
Oh,
I
and
I
with
now that I'm putting the pieces together, I think those three were looking for you.
yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yes,
they were.
Cassiopeia, they were.
How do you
and
know
with
that?
the new
Well
name,
done.
with
Well,
the new
look,
name, you'll go ahead.
I'm
I'll go after
slightly
you.
psychic as well as being a wizard.
I see.
Go ahead, Takumi.
I think with the new name, you might also need a new story to maybe throw off suspicion, because you have a new look, a new name we're sorting out, but maybe a new story may also help.
Why do you need a new name,
Let's
Celia?
start with the basics for now. Let's not worry too much. Hopefully we won't have to keep up these antics for too long. And we can have our Celia back.
Right.
Where'd you go?
I'm just gonna look at him and smile
It's
a
a
little.
figure of speech, Cassiopeia. Don't worry, she's still here.
Okay.
I'll have to think of a name though. And yeah, I guess
Cassiopeia looks a bit
this
relieved.
okay. Well, I don't know. Any name suggestions?
What about Robert?
I
Guessing.
I would go for a more flowy name, I think.
Robin? It's also a kind of
Mm,
bird.
Mr. Nobody, where are you?
I like
I
robins, but yeah.
yes. I only really know one female name, but it's not really one I attribute positive memories towards, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Yes, I can kind of guess. Um um well, I could go by Maya, maybe? I don't know. Is that
Maya
a
sounds nice.
yeah?
Walton.
Hello?
You travel with
Oh
very
god.
secretive
Well,
people, Wa.
Oh.
you're muted. You're muted.
It's
You're
muted.
muted, bestie. You're muted.
I was server muted.
What?
I thought I was
I
already
wonder
muted when I said
why.
that. I was too busy focusing on a different chat. Sorry. What was that, Zephyr?
You travel with very secretive people, Wa.
I'm guessing this is in my head, so in my head I'm gonna go. Yep. I know.
It's getting a phone call.
If they're keeping secrets from you, how can you trust them?
They don't trust me because of you.
And yet I have been entirely honest with you and your party.
Then what concern is it of yours that they're keeping secrets from me?
I don't want you getting hurt. You are my only link to the material plane. I will protect
Okay.
you. I don't think you still understand how this pact of ours works.
I think it's more of a concern of these guys are worried that you are listening in to what they want and their plans.
And what am I going
Now,
to
if you
do with
have,
them when I'm locked in Barovia with no means of escape?
well, that's what I've been thinking, but it's difficult to get that portrayed across. So,
Then maybe you should let me do the talking.
You know what? Okay.
Do this while you will have to use your form of dread. Or dread form, or whatever it's called.
Transformation of Dread, I believe it is.
I would warn them so they don't kill you and ruin my only good view.
Okay. Right. So now I'm going to verbally say out loud, hey guys, I'm not going to let anyone say no to this, but I'm about to do something. The next voice you're about to hear is not me. Yeah. But do not worry, you're safe.
Okay.
Is Kretash still all the way there?
No,
Well,
I'm
assuming-
up with
yeah.
you guys. I had to.
Cool.
duck off
I
the
am
floor,
going
but
to take
I was-
enough.
leading.
Yeah, I am going to take enough of a distance back to not be within any form of melee range.
Perfect
I would like
for
to
me.
get in melee range of what?
No. You don't know I'm doing it specifically to get out of melee range. Cassiopeia.
I know, she's just getting closer to you.
Cassiopeia, if you don't mind, take a step back for me.
Why?
Because you may be shocked from what you're about to see.
I'm here to protect you.
I understand that, but the best way to protect me is to protect yourself. Please take a step back.
I'll be fine. I refuse.
Okay. Form a dread
Yes.
transform.
Cassie, come here
And
with me.
no,
Come on.
it has been done.
It has been done.
You will see as Wa does not change, but instead, like this sort of shadowy figure, kind of almost takes over, like almost kind of like a cocoon around him, partially transparent, wisps of smoke and sort of ash becoming form. Long black hair, pale face, glowing red eyes, and the dress very fancy of a gothic count.
Cassiopeia
And-
faints immediately. She's on the ground.
Hang on.
In his hand, what appears to be a glass of red wine. Hello.
Oh my god, he's cool now! What happened?
Hello. And as he moves, as the projection moves, Wa body sort of moves as well to mimic it. And while you are completely aware of your surroundings, but you
Mhm.
have no control over them and you cannot speak. You can simply mimic these and you view it from sort of an outside perspective, an out-of-body experience, if you will.
Like the trauma I had when I...
Yeah, very much like the trauma and the PTSD of war and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Hello.
Oh.
My name is Strad von Zarovich. But you already know who I am. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh my god!
Fucking hell's up.
So, who's on recap?
Recap next is Mr. War, I do believe.
I was about to say, I swear I've only done it like twice so far.
Yeah, so you are
Yeah.
next.
Of the minute.
Yeah, because I missed the one when it was meant to be me.
Mhm.
I wasn't there for that session.
Yep. But yes, no, that is the end of episode 22. And for the first time in thousands of years, Strahd is, in some respects, upon the material plane. Not physically, but he's seeing it for his own
Yeah.
eyes.
Do you know it was a 50-50 on whether I go?
Oh, I was
Yeah, let's do it.
fully fucking aware, dude. I knew that it was a risk and you weren't sure if you're willing to make it, but ladies and gentlemen, here we are.
Yeah, we fucking are.
Kretash is gonna punch you so fucking hard.
Oh, I know.
And I'm glad you did that, Wa, because if you didn't do that, I was just gonna be right, we're done. You walk.
It's
The way I
good, like,
see it-
it's good.
Yeah, the way I see it, if that didn't happen then, it was gonna happen later on.
Yeah.
And I bet if it happened later on, it would be when I tried to use that transformation in a battle against someone, and then it would have fucking backfired.
Yeah.
So,
But here we are.
again, thank you, Zephyr.
No,
Yeah.
always.
Mine was out. Thanks,
Always a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Always a pleasure. And we will be back next week. So it's not going to be another 2 months to see what the cliffhanger is. We will be back next week, strong as ever, and picking up right where we left off with episode 23. And then the week after that will be our anniversary. I'm gonna have a talk with the cast to see if we want to do anything kind of special for that, or but that will be a discussion we have some point very, very soon, because we have 2 weeks to prepare, and I'm scared.
Length episode.
What?
We'll see.
Nothing.
We will see. We will see. We will see. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. I hope everyone enjoyed that episode. It was very fun to write this one. I've had a lot of fun this week. Sort of getting the ins and outs. And Cassiopeia, star of the show.
I was
Star
gonna
of the
say,
show.
Well done.
brilliant.
Some
Amazing.
wacky
Marvelous.
shenanigans.
I
Wacky shenanigans.
think-
I don't know how we avoided like battles, encounters.
We
Because
avoided
that,
two
that,
separate
that was
sections of
meant to
combat.
be a 2-stage encounter where you guys thought it was over and then another one was gonna show up.
Yep.
But yes, no, I think to like
Like it was nothing.
I honestly think we can officially say we've had a Cassiopeia episode.
Yeah.
That's your favorite episode.
And, you know, it's nice. Everyone deserves that spotlight, and you know, they're potentially moving to the lookout. We'll see.
Yes. I need to
But for-
investigate.
You guys,
My lore, Zephyr, my
Yeah.
lore.
I know. Believe me, I'm more excited than you could ever be. Because it's gonna be an interesting one. And Ma has his own words. They're not gonna fucking see that coming. But
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see. But does anyone maybe potentially have any announcements they would like to make over the next few days of things
One
that they may or may not be doing?
I'm
I'll
now-
leave it to
come back.
everyone else first.
Okay.
I'm a TikToker now. All right, follow my TikTok, Thomas_Horek. I'm making TikToks. That's
I
my
back
new
it.
announcement.
I back it. No, I back it. No, absolutely. Thomas_Horek. I fully support it.
Yeah.
This guy's great at content. He's been doing YouTube like a motherfucker, and it's great.
We're grinding.
Anyone
Content
else?
grind, baby.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay. Go for it.
Starting next on the 17th, about half hour before D&D starts, a weekly YouTube video should start dropping. The first one is how I did a QR code in Minecraft to rickroll everyone.
I
Yeah,
knew it.
I knew what that fucking was. I didn't
I
scan
saw
it.
that on the. I saw the photo of that. I'm like, that's gonna be a wrinkle. There's no way that isn't.
Dude, this guy is from 2012 and we all know it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely 2012. But yeah, that's going to be weekly videos starting on there, starting next Saturday.
Very nice,
just before
very
D&D
nice.
starts.
So watch that, and then 3 more hours of WoW, because everybody wants that. But anyone else?
I do. I want my channel points back. I want.
I mean,
And-
I run reruns overnight now, so.
I honestly should start doing that. Any more for any more?
No. Anyone else before me? No? Okay.
No.
I have 2.
You're pregnant.
The first one is the least important one. Tomorrow, I'm back after several months.
Yeah.
Several months. I'm finally back. So I will be streaming Monday to Friday. The aim is midnight to 4, but it may be 1 to 5, depending on just depending on how work goes, things like that. So I am back. That's the first announcement. The second announcement, and the most important announcement, is actually a big shout out to the Trinity Isle artist, DelphiniumRai, for my brand new overlays, as well as all of the emotes that are on my channel, as well as several other people's channels.
Absolutely.
So thank you very
aces.
much. They are absolutely wonderful. Go check her,
Yep.
her out. Go check her website out. Get
Yep.
some commissions in. Make her work hard. She does good
Thank
work.
you. But Thank you. I'm glad you liked it, and also tune into Malachi's streams because he is amazing.
I'll be
And don't
hosting
forget-
him.
You bitch. Hosts are going away if they haven't already.
Yeah,
but
there's no hosting anymore.
The
Yeah.
host, but you can still do the you can still have the list of people that show on your channel.
Oh, the auto
Yeah.
host.
Yeah, the auto host.
Yeah, the
And
other host.
I'm basically
yeah,
going to be deleting everyone off my list for that day just to make sure that Malachi's the one that gets it, because I don't
And
trust
this
the
is-
algorithm.
I
And
was
this
gonna
is the
say,
Among Us business.
so the higher on the list you set a person, they take priority.
Yeah, but
It's
I've
top and
I,
bottom
but
priority.
I've
Like,
had
I am
I've had
always
that
hosted
flipped
on
on me.
Barinades.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've-
Moobot hosts mine. Mine is you can do the way it used to be set up was that Moobot would choose randomly based on who hasn't been like live recently and stuff. It just so happens that you're always live when it's like looking for someone to host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
24
yeah,
hour streamer.
Go check out Malachi.
yeah. A few of us will be there tomorrow. We'll be spoilers. Fucking well deserved.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You've been
You better be there, alright? I better see some like level 10 hype trains in there for the return of Malachi, right? Gotta get some support for this man.
It's gonna be great.
Terrifying.
And of course, we'll be back next Saturday with episode 23, and this should be going. In theory, this will be going out on Thursday. So but obviously, I'll let you know when it gets out. It should be going out on Thursday. It might be going out earlier because I do need to do a couple small edits on this one. But yeah, hopefully by Thursday it'll be out. But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be going over to someone else who's returned to streaming very
Yes!
recently.
Yeah,
We're going
I
over.
know you're talking about it.
We're going over to Queen Schlemiel, new VTuber.
Okay.
I fucking love that model. It's very,
Yep,
it's very,
you busy,
very
mate,
nice. It's very, very nice. But before we do that, we're gonna say goodbye to the cast. We're gonna say goodbye to the cast as we always do. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the top left, as it always is, thank you and goodbye to Takumi Nui, the human fighter played by Shadow312.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. We will see you all next week, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow for the return of Malachi.
Absolutely. I almost said Schlemiel because I was typing it, but it's fine. Thank you, goodbye to Kretash the Cold, the Dark Elf Wizard, played by Malachi _ Gaming.
Goodbye, everyone, and I do look forward to seeing everybody there tomorrow. It's going to be very exciting. Very exciting.
Goodbye to Miss Three Names. Fuck it now. The half Sun Elf Bard, played by the Trinity Isle artist DelphiniumRai, Seelia /Solaire /Maya.
We'll see about Maya, but maybe Maya. Maybe Maya. But yeah. Have a lovely day. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Apparently that username was invalid, so I typed it wrong because I always do. Goodbye and thank you to Wild Hastings, the human paladin warlock, played by the TheMrWa.
On behalf of myself and Strahd, good day.
Honestly, I kind of like that shrug. I kind of bat that shrug. And last but absolutely never least, goodbye and thank you to Cassiopeia, the Arrowcrocker Druid, played by TheBarinade.
Lots of love. Thank you very much to our well above average DM for hosting the session. Lots of love to you, Zephyr, and for everybody who tuned in.
And most importantly, goodbye to Casper, who we'll see next week.
I guess,
And goodbye, thank you, goodbye from me, your below average Dungeon Master CGL Giuseppe. Safe travels.